the whole gang. I'll see y'all in a bit, man.
Yeah, it's your boy Justin on the scope. We don't break the news, we just break the news down.
It's most definitely Scope gang or no gang or don't bang. Hey, we're gonna stay real over here, man. Big Scope gang. Salute to everybody watching this video. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I do live streams all the time.
It's Scope gang or no gang or don't bang. Salute to everybody. Good. Hold on.
I want to show y'all this real quick, y'all. Go, hey, gang, come on, man. Just been able to go with Big Cartel, y'all. Go to the website, gang. I got everything in every color, gang. We got everything in every single color, gang. Go show me some love. I think you did. Hey, break your gas, man, on the Scope gang trade. You might not gang, yeah, y'all niggas talking about y'all big smoke in the chat, y'all big Lord and shit. But why ain't you ain't got the trade yet, nigga? Why ain't you niggas ain't got the trade yet?
Go to the website and shop with your boy. Just say no to Scope.
Man, oh man. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Yeah. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Tiffany Praise. Shout out to Tiffany Praise, man. Always gifted a membership. Crank the show up. Salute to Tiffany, man. Always gifted one of y'all a membership, man. If you got that membership, thank you, Tiffany, man. Thank Tiffany, man. Salute to Tiffany Praise. Y'all put some color in the chat tonight. Y'all donate to the platform, man. Hit the Cash App. Shout out to everybody that sent me a Cash App last night too, gang. I think I've got to shout out to people who sent me Cash Apps last night. I forgot. I think it was my boy Charles. I think Aries won. If I forgot to say your name last night, my bad on the Cash App. I got you tonight, gang. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all decorate this motherfucking chat. Y'all put some color in this shit. Decorate this thing tonight, man. Because we got some things to break down. But I'm feeling a certain kind of way tonight, gang. You did. We got one more story I want to break down before we get into the Nolan Wells story. But you know, the autopsy is dropping on Friday. It's a lot being said online, and we finna really go through there tonight, man. And we got to talk about last night. You feel me? Yeah. About last night, man. But before I do that, I will let y'all know how I'm really feeling today. This is how I'm really feeling.
If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, God damn it, I'm not.
All right, Mr. O'Neill, please stop using swearing language. It's not.
That's how I'm feeling tonight. God damn it. God damn it. That's how I'm feeling tonight, man. Enough is enough, gang. Smash the like button. Salute to everybody in the building. Yeah. Shout out to Tiffany Praise, man. If you think I came to play around tonight, God damn it. No, tonight ain't the night, fam. You did, yeah. And we got to speak about last night. You did, here we go. Shout out to UMC Smoke, man. Damn, good show last night. So I watched it at work, but I'm in the building tonight, gang. Shout out to UMC Smoke, man. Salute to UMC Smoke, man. We gotta talk about last night too, man. Last night, oh man, gang. Last night, man. You my boy. But shout out to everybody that popped out last night. I'm not mad at the gang at all. Y'all do y'all. I know some people come over here and you know what I mean. When they get to talking, y'all not letting them just say anything. Y'all don't give a damn who they is. Y'all don't got no picks over here, gang. Shout out to the gang. The gang ain't got no picks. I've been telling everybody about this chat, man. I've been telling people, hey man, when you come over here, they ain't got no picks. If it don't sound right, they on your ass. You did. We gonna break some of that down, man. You did. Shout out to Lulu, the public opinion court that pulled up last night, man. Salute to her, man. Shout out to her for popping out, man, doing her thing last night, man. You feel me? You know what I mean? She dropped a few gems here and there, but it was a few things she said that I know y'all wasn't rocking with, and I seen the chat. She seen the chat. And man, I could look at her face and tell every time she was looking at that chat, I was like, oh, God damn, ooh, damn, they own her. Ooh, they not buying this, man. But when she was cooking, y'all was rocking with her too, gang. I think it was some things that y'all just didn't agree with that you know what she was saying. Yeah, it was some things she was saying that y'all just wasn't fucking with it all. Every time I looked at my chat, y'all burnt me up every time. Every time I looked over, I had to look away like, nigga, stop, don't do this to me. I'm trying to hold in laughs and shit. I have to keep cutting my camera. Remember y'all kept seeing me make her big on the screen? I kept making her big because I'm back there hitting the gas like, oh, these motherfuckers. Oh, I'm back there rolling, gang. Like, damn, man, this is a serious situation, but let me get through this night, man. Yeah, every time I put her big on the screen, man, I was getting myself together behind the scene. Smash that like button, man. Salute to everybody. Bit of raping. This is your fault. Smash that like, but this is Scope Gang Toya fault for sure. It is, yeah. Penn Court was good, gang. Salute to everybody. We're going to speak on what happened last night for a little bit, too. Yeah, the chat was hell last night. The chat was hell, but salute to the chat because I can't do this without y'all, man. Cannot do this without my chat. And y'all gonna keep it 100. This is a different kind of show over here. We not the regular shows where people can just pull up and just kind of say anything. Y'all not going for that. We want real facts. We want the real evidence. We want what's really going on. You know what I mean? Sometimes a conspiracy theory can be true. Sometimes some of the things you hear that sound outlandish and wild and crazy, and sometimes things can be real. So I never throw everything off the table, but we want the truth over here. Goddamn it. We want them channels. We want the truth, man. We want the unbiased truth about what's really going on, gang. That's how we rock over here. That's the type of blogger I am. I've never been a liar. I've never been the type to come over and just make up shit to y'all and just tell y'all shit. Then the next episode, I'm on to a whole new scenario, and I don't even explain that lie I told to y'all yesterday. I just keep it moving. That's what a lot of bloggers do to y'all. They just tell y'all any goddamn thing, then they go live again and act like they never said none of that shit. Y'all be over there still eating popcorn and watching and shit tuned in. You heard what Seti Nash said? What? You heard what Lil Greg said? What? What the hell are you talking about? Nigga told us 10 different stories about that. Well, anyway. All right. Anyway, smash that like button. Y'all be like, what the fuck is going on online? Y'all listen to anything, man. What the fuck? Smash that like button. Yeah, but I don't rock like that, y'all. Y'all know I ain't able to come back and say, man, I lied to y'all or this and that. Some things I might have got not quite right. But other than that, I'm not lying to y'all, gang. You know what I mean? I'm not being, like I say, I'm not going to be biased, none of that, gang. I want to know what happened. And when it comes to the case of 18-year-old Nolan Wells, man, this case is no different. I want to know what really happened. If them white boys are innocent, then they innocent. If they did something wrong, then lock they motherfucking ass up. Get them in there. Get them out of here. Put them in jail, damn it. The autopsy report drops on Friday, and that's going to be the smoking gun. I'm waiting on the autopsy report, man. Ben Crump spoke out today. You know what I mean? While preparing for this autopsy report, Ben Crump spoke out, and we're going to get into everything Ben Crump said, man. He did 2 different little interviews. They real short. We're going to go through them, and we're going to comb through what Ben Crump is saying. He is now the attorney for the family. The mom and dad hired civil rights attorney Ben Crump to represent and speak for the family. That's exactly what he's doing already. And Ben Crump say he smells some bullshit. And I think we all, when we listen to the case of Nolan Wells, right? We all see and hear some inconsistencies. We all say, man, something ain't right about this. Something ain't right about that. But now we need that smoking gun. Now we need to say, okay, did these boys really do something, man? Let's not just blame people for some shit, man. Did they really do something? Will that autopsy report show that the boy was choked before he went in the water? He was dead when he hit the water? Is it going to show that, he was beat up? He was bruised? Is it going to show that, he got ligatures on his neck? Like, is it going to be some evidence in his autopsy to show us, man, we knew this was some bull? That's what I'm waiting on, that smoking gun now. We didn't heard the stories. We know they left the island without him. You know what I mean? His cell phone was still on the boat. They took his phone with them. From what I believe, from what I thought I knew, I thought the mom made the first call. And we'll get into all that. Y'all want to go too deep into that? We'll get into that, man. But yeah, like I said, the autopsy report should be the smoking gun, man. When that autopsy come out, if something, and remember, Ben Crump is gonna get a private autopsy too. So when this autopsy comes out on Friday, that's just what they saying. Ben Crump gonna do his own private investigation too. So when that autopsy come out, if you feel like it ain't right, they lying about something, don't worry, Ben Crump is on the case. Yeah, they can't hide this because Ben Crump is on the case. And if anything is going wrong, if they done something, Ben Crump is going to uncover that shit for this family, man. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody. Building gang. Yeah, I'm waiting on that autopsy, man. But we're going to break everything down that's going on, man. You know, salute to everybody in the building gang. Where do I want to go first? Before I get into that, man, shout out to UMC Smoke, man. Y'all decorate my chat, man. I need to see some color in this chat, man. Especially from some of y'all faces I see here a lot, man. Donate to the platform, gang. Show me some love tonight. Before we go there, gang, before we get into the Nolan Wells situation, and rest in peace to that young man, whatever happened to him. However this went down, I'm just heartbroken that this young boy, man, 18 years old, died, in that water by itself like that, man. You know what I mean? However he got there, however it happened, it's a tragedy, man. But I do want to say this, though, before we go there, gang, before we get into that, man, salute to everybody in the building, gang. You did. F4 Dread, salute, fam. You was going crazy last night. Hey, Sco, go over Mike Howard affidavit later. It's wild what they agreed not to get into Worski's Olayed. What did they say? Olayed him for a fool. There's damning evidence in favor of Melo. Oh, yeah, I think I heard her. Oh, girl was saying something about that last night. I see what you're saying. You saying far as the prosecution and the attorneys and the deal they made with the judge and some shit like that. You know what I mean? I know what you're saying, fam. Put that in my inbox, FO Dread. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram. Y'all should be following me on Instagram. It's SCO_network on Instagram. Chris Petty on Facebook. Pettie. Chris Pettie on Facebook. Follow me, gang. Follow me on Instagram as well. SCO_network, man, on Instagram. Anything y'all want to send me, anything y'all want me to see, anything y'all want me to play during the show, gang, put it in my inbox on Instagram. Don't put it on Facebook. If you got to screen record that shit and send it to me on Instagram, send it to me on the gram. Salute to everybody rocking with me, gang. Salute, fam. Before we go there, man, shout to FO Dread, man. Salute to my guy, FO Dread. Shout to Tiffany Praise and UMC Smoke for cranking that thing up and being the first ones to donate to this platform tonight. Y'all show me some love. Before we go there, though, gang, before we go there, man, I was watching some old episodes the other day, man, of Rhapsody the Basement, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I was watching some old episodes of Rhapsody the Basement, and man, this nigga Tigger, I said, ain't no way my nigga Tigger, man. Ain't no way Tigger doing all this. Big Tigger, let's talk about Big Tigger real quick, man, because Big Tigger, we seen Big Tigger get locked up. We knew something wasn't right about this situation either. When the woman came out with the scars all over her face saying she had been beaten and all this, to me, it's just something weird about a person, not even just a woman, but anybody that takes shit directly to the internet, I mean, runs to the internet. Yeah, I mean, I think you fucking insane. I think that you've been planning this for the longest. I think this is a part of your get back. I think you a fucking snake. I think you a fucking rat. I think, you know what I mean? I think it's just, you know what I mean? You really trying to destroy a nigga money. This is all about my paper at this point. If you run to the internet on a nigga or a woman, whoever you are, you trying to fuck up their name, their legacy, their money, the way they take care of themselves and their children. We get exactly what your snake ass is trying to do. So I don't respect people that run to the internet with their personal business and, oh, this person did this and that to me. Just go to the police and leave it at that, man. Let the laws handle it. If a body cam video come out and all that shit, we'll know about it. You know what I mean? But we need to hear from you. Just talk to the police. And that's what she did, I'm thinking, because Big Tigger was arrested. Now, I think Big Tigger done returned the favor, though. Don't get it fucked up, gang. Big Tigger done ratted on somebody. Big Tigger is most definitely a nigga who done pointed the finger and done told. We seen this video right here, gang. This shit came out. I didn't know if this was a goddamn Fashion Nova commercial or what the fuck was really going on.
Newly surfaced footage
appears
to show media
personalities. She slid on the ground.
A tense confrontation with his wife, Alicia Brown.
Alicia Brown, man.
A disagreement over his phone. In the video, Big Tigger can be seen attempting to retrieve his phone from
Light the gas up, man. Light that trash up. Light the trash up.
Increasingly tense as they continue to argue about it. This new footage comes shortly after his wife accused him of laying his hands on her during a dispute after she caught him having a secret affair with his coworker.
So she say. Give me my phone. Give me my phone. I know y'all seen all the parodies, man. I know y'all seen every comedian made fun of this shit. It's not funny, but it is funny. I know you did. Did y'all see that? Big Tigger. Did y'all see from the basement? Y'all Rhapsody the Basement, Big Tigger, man. Did y'all see all the comedians that redid, man? They shout out all the comedians, man. Y'all went crazy with this shit, man. But you can see in this video right here. Remember her gay son was in the background. Mr. Tigger, stop, Mr. Tigger. Where that song at, Raven? Send me that song, Raven. Send me, Raven. If you in the building, Raven, send me, put that song in my Instagram inbox, Raven, that Tigger song. That stop, Mr. Tigger. That shit had me dying laughing. But we can see that this is a situation where, I mean, this woman is a fucking dramatic actor, man. She's looking to get a nigga locked the fuck up. You know what I mean? Shit, like you got her son filming. Why would you have him filming this? Why would you be filming me and your mom having an altercation or just a verbal altercation over a cell phone? Why would you film this, man? I'm not beating her up. I'm not throwing her down. I'm not hitting her. I'm not pulling her hair. I'm not even trying to rip the phone from her. I'm just asking for my phone back, trying to reach for it. You wouldn't do nobody else like this. Only me. Fellas, a lot of these hoes out here are crazy, my nigga. Let's just say it, man. Let's stop playing around. A lot of these hoes out here crazy, my nigga. Yeah. Sometimes you don't always know it, man. But there are signs, and niggas do ignore them sometimes. But yeah, I guarantee Big Tigger been knowing this bitch is crazy. And I also believe that Big Tigger knew where she was hiding her daughter. Because remember, she has a daughter that's been missing for what, like 7 years, 8 years now. Only person who can't find this daughter, though, is the father of the child. So now we all believe that she's been hiding her daughter. You know what I mean? Hiding her daughter, who she told the police had been kidnapped and was a missing child. Now we believe this whole time for years, she's been hiding the daughter from her baby daddy. And the baby daddy spoke out, man. Yeah, but Big Tigger, you crazy too, because I believe Big Tigger knew where the daughter was at too, gang. I believe that. I believe Big Tigger knew where the daughter was at as well. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I think I'm gonna check it, Raven. I think Big Tigger knew where the daughter was at the whole time, because it's crazy how now all this is going on out of nowhere. The arrest warrant comes out in this girl out of nowhere. You feel me? Out of nowhere, the arrest warrant comes out, man. That's kind of right. That's a little suspicious, man. I think Big Tigger done returned the favor, and if he did, salute to that nigga, man. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go here real quick. Let me see, because some shit came out on her. Let me see. Hold on. That's not what I'm looking for. What am I looking for? That's not what I'm looking for. Is this one? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Let me see if I can find it on here real quick. There we go. Smash the like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. A
new turn tonight for the wife of popular Atlanta radio host Big Tigger. Alicia Brown is now in custody on a kidnapping warrant. Brown was arrested in Hart County after deputies received a be on the lookout notice for her car. Authorities say Brown was believed to be wanted on outstanding kidnapping-related warrants out of Maryland in a 2019 case.
A 2019 case. That was 7 years ago. She has been hiding this little girl from her dad for 7 years now. The father believed the little girl is still alive. At first, I was thinking, well, she got to be dead. You know what I mean? This is 7 years ago. Nah, you don't hear about no child getting kidnapped or, something happening to anybody 7 years ago. They're dead. They're no longer with us. But it turns out that, the little girl is probably still very much alive. Yeah. The little girl is still very much alive. Miss Fat, you said Tigger didn't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. I think Tigger knew about it, Miss Fat. To you, I believe Tigger knew about it. I believe that was his wife. That was her baby daddy, her ex-husband, whatever. And he was going to stay out of that. Whatever decision she made with her daughter, and him, whatever. The little girl ain't got to live with us. Hey, I think Tigger knew where the little girl was at. Or if he didn't know where she was at, I think Tigger knew the little girl was still alive. I think Tigger knew that she knew where the little girl was at. Not saying Tigger knew where the girl was at, but I believe, come on, that's your wife, man. This is your wife. You mean to tell me you had no idea that child was still alive? She never slipped up and said nothing, especially a crazy bitch like this. Crazy bitches always slip up and say the dumbest shit. You mean to tell me Tigger did not know at all? I think Big Tigger knew. Yeah, I think Mr. Tigger knew. I think Tigger, it just wasn't his business. That's her child. If she don't want him around her dad, that's fucked up. It's disgusting and sick. But I'm not in that, man. I'm not going to be in that. She ended up having another child, another daughter that she named after her missing daughter, the daughter that she had been hiding or whatever. So they just showed you this bitch is a special kind of crazy. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody. Y'all, we finna get around to this Nolan Wells situation. We finna break down some of this Nolan Wells situation, gang. But this is crazy.
Brown was also wanted by the Fulton County Sheriff's Office on charges of interference with child custody. Brown's arrest in this case is completely unrelated to another case involving her and Big Tigger, whose real name is Darian Morgan. He is fighting criminal charges in that case that stemmed from a domestic dispute investigation. Wow. Police say a confrontation over text messages turned physical. Morgan has continued to deny the allegations.
Look, man, yeah. This woman is crazy, man. Look at her face. Oh, she crazy, man. You did, and I hate that. I'm not here to make fun of this woman. She most definitely has mental issues, man. You know what I mean? She has, just like a lot of women in this chat right here, gang. Fellas, y'all be careful in that chat right there, man. It's a lot of them in there. You're not talking to you, ladies. I'm not talking to y'all individually, but it's a few of y'all scattered out in this chat for sure, I believe. Smash that like button, gang. But either way, gang, her kid's dad, her daughter's dad, who's been looking for his daughter, for over 7 years now, he spoke out. He did like an interview or something, and the dude actually spoke out. Check this out, gang. Check this out. He spoke out, man. This is what he had to say about it. This is her father right here. That's the father right there. Check this out, man.
Darrell Williams on, as we've been talking about him all day, Joe Claire. He is the father of Aaliyah Brown, who, of course, has been missing for the last 7 years. What happened when you got the call last night? Because, of course, you weren't expecting it. You got a call from the detective, and what did they say to you?
When I got the call, he just basically told me that they had her in custody.
Wow.
And you got a phone call because they had her in custody because of your case, correct?
Yes.
Alicia Brown was taken in on outstanding kidnapping-related warrants out of Maryland and by the Fulton County Sheriff's Office on felony charges of interference with child custody. Was Aaliyah Brown in the car with Alicia when she was arrested last night?
So they haven't located Aaliyah yet. They're still, searching and doing the investigation there.
Do you have confidence that Aaliyah physically is okay?
No, she's alive. She's definitely alive. I can confirm that. I've always known that. I've always known pretty much what was going on. To be honest with you, I hated it had to be who they have in custody because that's still her mom. And, you know, all of this was for nothing. All of this was for absolutely nothing.
Wow.
I just want to take the time and thank everybody that ever, over this 7-year process, shared the hashtag, the Find Aaliyah Brown, anything that you posted about my daughter. It's really because of you all that I'm at this point.
What do you want your daughter to know when she hears this?
Wow, this
I
is
just hope
crazy.
you understand that no matter who this was, they would have treated this same way. You do not just take a child from another parent and go about like it's okay. This is not okay.
How has she
This is actually against the law. So in time, I hope you can understand that this is the truth, and I'll still miss you. I can't wait to see you. And I just hope you understand everything that might be going on, because I know it's a lot. And I'm sorry that your name is circling around so much for this instead of things that you're actually good at and talented at. But I pray we can just start on a good foot. And I'm waiting, and I'll be here, and I'm willing to go at whatever pace you want to go. I miss my daughter.
My man.
Darrell Williams, I'm so proud of you for just keeping up the good fight. I know there's no other option for you.
Boy, I feel sorry for this dad right here, man. Yeah. You niggas think y'all done been through some shit, man. Man. This nigga been looking for his daughter for 7 years. He say he know his daughter is still alive. His baby mama just been hiding. And I said, what a crazy time for the police to come out and arrest this woman, though. I'm telling y'all, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I think Big Tigger, Mr. Tigger, yeah, I think Mr. Tigger dropped the dime on the bitch. What a crazy, right after he get arrested, the video drop. I mean, everything right. And the minute she put them laws on that boy, literally weeks later, here they come with the war on this bitch. I think Mr. Tigger gave her up. I think Mr. Tigger been knowing that girl was still alive. I think he didn't heard her talk about it. I think he for sure knew about it. I think Mr. Tigger for sure knew about this little girl. He might not have knew her whereabouts, but he knew that girl was still alive for a fact. He had the evidence. And I think he went and sat down and told them folks the child is alive. She's keeping the baby away from her. Why out of nowhere in 7 years they come out with a warrant now? Think about it, y'all. In 7 years, they had no leads on this case. Big Tigger goes to jail. The girl jump online with the scars on her face, all this shit. It went right when all this shit starts to transpire and play out. Now she locked up. Big Tigger dropped the dime. Shout out to my nigga Big Tigger, man. Now that's how you snitch on a bitch. You hear me? Salute to my nigga Big Tigger. Now that's how you snitch on a bitch. Yeah. That's how you snitch. Now that's some good snitching right there. I like that kind of snitching. Yeah, man. Payback. I knew you bitch niggas from way back. Witness me Mac with strap. Knew I wouldn't play that nigga. I almost turned in the pot on you niggas. I turned in the scope pot, nigga. God damn. Nigga, I turned into Scopock, nigga. It was me against the world for a minute there, nigga. Smash that goddamn like button, nigga. Shout out to my nigga Big Tigger, man. One of my idols, man. Growing up watching Rap City, The Basement, all that, man. That's my nigga, man. Shout out to Big Tigger, man. Yeah, man. Try to play my nigga like that, man. Look at that karma that spent the block on your bitch ass. Yeah, Tigger, I believe Mr. Tigger told. He was like, enough of this shit, bitch. Enough of this. He might even call the baby dad. Don't tell him I told you. Don't tell him it's me, but oh, yeah, the warning is on the way. You finna see your child any day now, player. Don't even worry about it. I'm sorry for being a sucker and not telling you for all these years. You warned me the bitch was crazy. I didn't listen. That head was too fire. That head was too crazy. I didn't listen. I thought that head was crazier than she was. Turns out I was wrong. And you should be seeing your child soon, brother. Smash that goddamn light. But yeah, you should be seeing your child very soon here, brother. Yes, man. We forget that Nolan Wells situation in a minute, man. It is smash that like, but yeah. Don't even worry about it, brother. Don't even worry about it, brother. You know what I mean? Don't even worry about it, my brother. Don't even worry about it, my brother. What was I finishing? Let me see. What was I doing real quick? I was looking for something, man. I was looking for something. There we go. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Hold on. Yeah. Shout out to Big Tigger, man. Salute to Big Tigger, man. That's what I gotta say, man. Salute to Big Tigger, man. Salute to that nigga, man. Yeah, so yeah, get your affairs in order, OG. You know what I mean? Handle this shit the right way, man. But shout out to Big Tigger, man. I'm glad he out that situation, man. Yeah, I'm happy about that. Smash that like button, gang. Salute everybody building, gang. Salute. Let me see.
Mr. Tigger, get off
Let your ass up, man.
Mr. Tigger! Mr. Tigger! Mr. Tigger! Mr. Tigger!
Smash that like button, gang. Smash that like button, man. Smash that like button, gang. Smash that like button. Let's go. Let's go. Smash the like button, gang. Get off of Mr. Ticker. Let's go. Smash the like button, gang. Smash that like button. Smash that like button, man. Shit. Yeah. I'm so happy for Big Tig. I don't know what to do, my nigga. I'm so happy for that nigga. I don't know what to do, bro. Yeah, crazy ass. Get this bitch out of here, man. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Salute, gang. What was I finna say? I'm like this gas too, man. Hit my gas some more. We celebrating. Yeah, we celebrating Big Ticker tonight, nigga. Fuck the bullshit. Oh, Mr. Ticker. We celebrating, nigga. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's go, fam. Let's get serious now, gang. Yeah, let's get serious now, man. I done fucked around enough, man. I done fucked around. Yeah, we done played around enough, gang. Let's get serious now, man. Nolan Wells situation. Let me see a few things I'm going to take down back here. Let me see. Take that down. Take that down. Let me see. I'm going to keep this up. Yeah, keep that up. Take that down. There we go. Let's go here now. Let's go here, man. Let me see. Let's go here. Yeah, shout out to Big Tigger, man. And we will. I'm gonna cover some more on that too, gang. Yeah, the more that shit unfold, we gonna cover it, man. It says, I know y'all seen this today, man. Y'all seen it. It says, let me see. Hold up. Y'all see? Okay. It says cops investigating the Nolan Wells death reportedly find no evidence of a crime at this time. Family hires attorney Ben Crump as they continue to seek answers. As of right now, gang, they're saying that there's no, no sign of a crime taking place. But we don't want to hear that. We got till motherfucking Friday. Yeah. We got till Friday when that goddamn autopsy dropped. Now, the autopsy is going to have to be the smoking gun. This is it, gang. This is it. This is it. The autopsy report is going to have to be the smoking gun because that's the only place they're going to be able to find where a crime was committed. This boy going to have been dead before he hit the water or before he went into the water. They've got to find signs that this boy was maybe held underwater or choked or beat in the water. They're going to have to find signs that something was done to Nolan Wells. It won't be, oh, they were, well, I'll get around to that. Well, I'm going to say it now. The drug talk, I don't know what y'all expect them to do, man. If they find out that Nolan Wells had cocaine, Molly, ecstasy, whatever, fentanyl in his system, I don't know if that's, if they were, I don't want to spoil, I want to wait to that part. It's a certain part of the show. I don't want to get there now. But they're going to have to prove that somebody did something to this young man, fam. They're going to have to prove it. They're going to have to prove this shit. Yeah, they got to prove it, gang. We hear everything that's being said about the boys that were there. We hear everything that's being said about their parents. We hear all that. Okay, cool. Boom. We hear all that. They're gonna have to prove it though, gang. They're gonna have to prove that that somebody did something to this kid. Now, last night we had a special guest on the show, on the platform. And last night y'all act a goddamn fool over here. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. I rock with the gang. Every time I bring somebody over here, do y'all shit. Don't be crazy. Look, we not stupid over here. We might smoke some gas and drink and shit and have a good time and say certain words, but at the end of the day, gang, we ain't no goddamn fools over here. Don't let nobody make you think that, gang. We the smartest chat and the smartest people on YouTube because we don't go for bullshit. You dig? And we gonna keep it cutthroat 100. That's one thing about us over here. If the shit sound dumb, we gonna say it. Like, hold on. And I think last night, man, shout out to the public court of opinion, the court of public opinion. I mean, she pulled up, and I saw her on what's the dude named Roland Martin. I seen her on Roland Martin too earlier, And the shit she said on my show, she didn't say that shit on Roland Martin at all. I was like, why didn't she take this story over there? I was like, you know, I'm not knocking the girl. Salute to her for popping out, man. She do her thing with the Carmelo Anthony situation. You know, I fuck with her on the Carmelo shit. She do her thing, man. Smart, educated black woman, former prosecutor. She said she got fired from the Dallas office from being a prosecutor, but former prosecutor. Hey, salute to the girl for pulling up. She didn't have to pull up, man. I hit her up. Hey, pull up to the show. Let's talk that shit. She pulled up. But it was some things that she was saying about the Nolan Wells situation I think y'all wasn't really rocking with. It is about last night. It is about last night, man. Don't fuck with me, gang. About last night. It is, yeah, about last night. I think that this might be where she kind of maybe lost maybe some of y'all. Let's check it out.
It's game time. When we see that line that comes out tomorrow, it's time to get louder, because it's easy for them to say drowning because they allegedly threw his body in there at 1 a.m. hoping for something to detach his body.
Huh? That's where we all got lost right there, gang. I almost hit the gas right there. All right there, I almost picked, when she said that, I almost picked the blunt, but I didn't. Yeah, I mean, but that's the part we was kind of like, hold on, what's going on now? What's going on? You know what I mean? Like this is kind of way off from what we're hearing in the media and shit like that, you know, from what happened. And because she's saying, well, let's just hear what she's saying. Let's break it down a little bit more. Smash the like button and salute to everybody in the building, gang. Salute. So, okay, hold on. I want my chat to catch up because we broke a lot down yesterday, and she's telling us this. This is what Lou is telling us, man. They calling you Lulu in the chat. You know what I mean? This is what Lulu is telling us, man. She's saying that, you know what I mean, from the information she's gathered, from her research, that they took Nolan back to one of the friends' house. Nolan then passed away due to an overdose. They didn't want to have anything to do with this shit. And they took his body and threw it back into Horn. They put his body back on Horn Island in the water. So that means they would have to get on a boat, put his body on a boat, because they say you can't get to Horn Island without a boat. So that means they would have to put his body on a boat. You know what I mean? Take a boat, take it back to Horn Island, throw his body in the water, and then take a boat back to Horn Island and get, you know what I mean? You saying they did this in the wee hours of the night, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning.
Allegedly 1 a.m. and they found his body at 3:30 a.m.
Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. When I do that shit, that's what I'm stalling. That's what I'm trying to stall. That's what I'm stalling. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. Make sure y'all smash that like button, man. We got, you know what I mean? That's where I think she lost some of y'all right there, man. I think that's what I mean, yeah. Hey, the real Stephanie G said, I can see that happening too, though. Well, okay. Well, the only thing about that is, remember, Stephanie G, you got to, you know what I mean? Remember, we going with what's out there, Stephanie G. And remember, everybody's saying that they did not see him leave the island. Like, he wasn't on no boats. He wasn't getting in no cars. I remember nobody's not one witness that could say they, especially if he was like so fucked up on drugs that they you know, or whatever. But remember, nobody says that they actually see him leave at all. That was never part of nothing. Like we knew for a fact. It was one thing in this case we always knew, and that was that he didn't leave that goddamn island. That's the only thing we for sure know, is that everybody left without him. Yeah, I mean, that's if we don't know shit about this story, we know they left without his ass. They left him at that where they left. It sounded like his phone was still in the boat, and they took his phone and went to the crib and shit like that. From what I'm thinking, and we'll get into that. But I think that's where she kind of lost the set. Everybody was kind of like, huh? What's going on, Sko? What the fuck is going on? Y'all start feeling like I was, yeah. Y'all start thinking I was pranking y'all. Like, what's going on? This is a play, Sko. Every time I look at the chat, I was like, oh, shit, here they go. You motherfuckers. Oh, man. But yeah, I don't think that happened at all. Okay? I don't think that's what happened. That's just my opinion. She can have hers, I can have mine. You feel me? I told you, come on this platform, be ready, man. The chat is, I mean, they sharp. Don't try to play them now. They sharp over here, man. These folks pay attention to shit. They following these stories just like you are. And then instead, Skull Gang Toya came up here and got the kind of, you know what I mean? You got to let her know I'm a big fan. I'm nervous to talk to you. I really support you. But goddamn it, I don't for nigga not tonight, motherfucker. I said, oh god damn, I almost put my timer on, nigga. When Toya started saying that shit, nigga, I don't know. I should just say it. Nigga, I almost threw the timer on, fam. I almost threw the timer on, man. Toya got to eating so hard. I was like, me and Toya backstage. Y'all don't even know. Toya is playing, me and her playing tug of war over her microphone the whole time. Y'all even know that shit. Me and her back, we playing tug of war over her microphone. She cut that bitch on, I cut that bitch off. She cut that bitch on, I cut that bitch off. She cut that bitch on, I cut that bitch off. We just playing tug of. I'm like, oh shit, nigga. And I look, and I want to let y'all eat and shit. I was like, just let her get her shit back. Let her, because Toya was going in. You know, Toya's a motor mouth. She's long-winded. And she started going out, okay, let the guests get her shit off. Let the guests get. Toya was ready to cut her off again. I'm like, no. Let her eat. Let her eat. Let her eat. Let her eat. Damn, let her eat. Yeah, man. I was like, let her eat. I don't mind y'all coming up here talking to the guests, saying whatever y'all want to say. Hey, do that shit. What this show is about. Pull up and do that shit. But just let them get a little bit. They're not here every day. So let them kind of explain themselves and shit. Let them get their shit off. Man, Toya wasn't trying to hear that shit. They smashed the goddamn like button, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? But either way, gang, shout out to her for popping out, man. You know, we got to really, I want to say this, man. I want to say this, y'all. We have to really make sure when it comes to these stories we cover, man, that, you know, we were thinking logical, y'all. And that's one thing about me, man. Y'all seen me cover the Mo3 situation. Y'all seen me cover the Young Dolph situation. Y'all know how I get down, gang. I like to come with the real deal, the real shit, man. It is. Let's try to predict what's really going on and what's really being said in the media. Like, you know what I mean? What could be possibly coming next? You gotta get serious over here, man. This ain't play over here. We don't do that. Never have. You will get ate up over here. No Diddy. Yeah. You can't. Yeah, nigga. Them waters is infested. That chat, man. Them waters is infested with sharks, nigga. Yeah, this chat is infested with sharks. Motherfuckers, you don't know, be up all night online reading through these stories and shit like that. Why I go to my chat a lot. Hey, chat, tell me this, chat. Chat, tell me, I mean, fuck Chat GPT, nigga. I got my own chat. Yeah. I don't need Chat GPT, nigga. I got my own chat right here, nigga. I ask y'all, hey, motherfucker, what? Cause I know y'all paying attention. I know y'all focused. I know y'all locked in. Y'all send me stories all day. Hell, 75% of the shit I show on this show is sent to me by y'all. You feel me? This is the people's platform. This is a people's show. I'm a real nigga. I'm not a fake ass. You know what I mean? I was already outside living life and doing shit in entertainment business before bloggers. I think that's why I might be a little different from the rest of these niggas. It's like new fame to them, like new territory, being somebody, being famous, shit, be able to get some pussy. I mean, no, I've always been like that, gang. This ain't nothing new to me. You know what I mean? I don't gotta make up shit for views and shit, man. It is, I don't gotta do none of that shit, man. We just keep it 100 over here, gang. But while keeping it 100, man, you know, they saying right now that there's not a lot of evidence right now. There's pointing to foul play, but like I said, you know, right as of right now, nah, we waiting on that autopsy. We still not trying to hear it. You feel me? We still not trying to hear that bullshit, man. Right now, there's not a lot of evidence out there on this case, man, but we still not trying to hear that shit, man. What was I gonna say? Let me go here real quick. Let's go to some news real quick, gang. Let's go to some news, fam. Salute to everybody in the building. Let's rummage through some news, man. Let's see if we can bust some of this shit down, y'all. This Friday, the autopsy report comes out. And, man, like I said, we're going to hear from Ben Crump in a minute, too. We're going to hear from, you know what I mean, from attorney, the civil rights attorney, Ben Crump. We're going to hear what he got to say about this whole situation. Salute to everybody in the building, because today he came out and spoke.
Urgent investigation to determine how 18-year-old Nolan Wells died on a boating trip.
Put some color in my chat, gang.
The Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Hold on, gang. Put some color in my chat, man. Y'all bullshitting around, gang. Put some color in the chat, man. Turn this bitch up. Donate to the platform, man. Light your gas up. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells. Like I said, no matter what that autopsy report reads, man, my heart breaks for this young man and his family and his friends and the people that loved him, that boy died in that water by himself like that. He spent the whole night in that water by itself like that. You know what I mean? That breaks my heart, man, for real, gang. You did? Like, that's fucked up. 18 years old, athlete, smart student, good overall person, people that knew him, loved him, and that's what really breaks my heart, fam. This young nigga died under that water by itself like that, bruh. You know what I mean? Like, you feel like, man, life ain't That's not, you don't want to go out like that. They say the worst way to die is by drowning. Now, what we're going to find out in this autopsy report is, did he drown? Yeah, did he suffer that's suffering right there, man. Drowning? That's, man, being lit on fire. It's funny how fire and water is the worst way to go out, fam. Fire and water is the worst way to go out, my nigga. Oh, hell no. So rest in peace to Nolan, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Xavier Wells, 18 years old, man. I think he just turned 18 like not too long ago. Smash the like button, y'all. Light the gas up, man. Let's get back to this news article. But put some color in the chat, y'all. Donate to the platform. Hit the cash app, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man.
Urgent investigation to determine how 18-year-old Nolan Wells died on a boating trip with friends off the Mississippi Gulf Coast. As they await the results of the official autopsy, the Jackson County Sheriff's Office wants to hear from anyone who was on Horn Island over the 4th of July weekend.
I would urge anyone that had information or was on the island to let us interview you and take down as much information as we can to really piece together and figure out what may have happened.
Authorities at Wells' friends.
This guy right here, remember, he was the first one to come out. This is the guy, the sheriff who's Jackson County, Mississippi, Sheriff John Ledbetter. This is the first man to come out and say, remember in the video clip about a day or two ago, maybe a day ago, he was the one to come out and say that as of right now, they don't see any foul play. So that means, he has to be somebody who read the report from the medical examiner. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm wondering, tell me this in the chat, gang, because I was thinking this and I could be wrong, man, because me and Raven was talking earlier, gang. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know what I mean? I got to make sure I know this right now. Me and Raven was talking earlier and I was asking, did the family, because we seen his mom come out and put a statement out saying, yes, it was her son that passed away. Has the mom seen the body yet? Because I know the parents will have to go identify the body, whether it's mom or dad, because we don't know. We ain't heard nothing from dad yet. Has mom and dad identified the body yet? Because for them to come out and say, yes, it's him, did they see photos? Did they go see the body? How would they say it's him if they haven't seen the body at all? They haven't seen whether it was photos, whether in person. Have they seen the body? Have the parents seen their son's body yet? That's what I got to know. Okay. Skull Gang Toy is saying the grandfather ID'd him. He was identified through dental records, said Raven. Okay, because I that's what I want to know. I'm trying to figure. Okay, so they had so the parents, because Raven was telling me that the parents hadn't seen the body. I'm telling you, she was telling me, and I was thinking to myself, I was saying, no, with him being 18 years old, as a young man, with them not knowing if it was him or not, they pulled him out the water. For his mom to come out and say that, she would have to have probably seen her child already, right? That's one of the first things they would do is say, come identify the body. But nobody has seen the body at all. Nobody. I see Toy, you said the grandfather ID'd the body. Where'd you get that from, Toy? Some of y'all are saying that it was through fingerprints. Some of y'all are saying through dental. Yeah, was it dental, grandfather, or fingerprints? Talk to me, gang. Who viewed Nolan? How did they identify Nolan Wells? And we're finna go through it, but we finna hear from Crump in 1 second, gang. Okay. Raven is saying that Crump said it. Okay, we're gonna go through. We're gonna listen to Crump in 1 second here, man. But if the family has not seen the body, then that makes this shit is still. Oh yeah, man. If nobody has seen, why? If you mean to tell me today is June 8th? He died 4 days ago, or he came up missing 4 days ago. They found him June 6th. So it's been like at least almost 3 days now, and nobody has identified the body. That's kind of a little awkward to me. That's awkward. You know what I'm talking about? Especially with him being so young. Nobody, like the family nobody. They didn't tell the family come see the body yet. July, I didn't mean to say just June. For what I said, June, I meant to say July, whatever. Yeah. My bad. Yeah. Okay, July 4th. If I said June, my bad. Y'all know what I meant. Yeah, that's awkward. That's weird. If the family has not seen the body yet, to me, that's kind of weird. Raven said this is normal. I didn't think so. I never thought that. I always thought when somebody passed away, especially under these kind of circumstances, they're not for sure if that. One thing you get into a car accident, you got your ID on you, your car, they know it's you. But it's one thing for them to find you just in the pull a body out the water. You would think that we need somebody from the family, mainly his mom or dad, to come identify him to say if it's him. That's a little. My bad. I just thought that was how it was done. Yeah, I thought that. Yeah, man, I thought for a fact the parents will be down there within 48 hours to have to view this, to identify their son. When I seen mom put the statement out, I feel like, okay, for her to come out and say that means she didn't went seeing her baby, man. She didn't went down there and got a chance to, kiss him on his forehead one last time, or she didn't went. No, they had to take that walk. No parent wanted that drive that no parents want to take. No parent want to take. They had to go witness go look at their child body, but. Okay, that's a little awkward to me. They haven't seen his body yet.
Information, or was on the island.
We'll hear from Ben Crump
Like
the gas, so we're going to call it Ben Crump
to really piece together and figure out what may have happened.
Authorities say Wells' friends left the island and he stayed behind and was supposed to take a different boat back to the mainland Saturday, but never did. After a desperate search, Wells' body was found off the shore Monday. Investigators say they have no information at this time to indicate a crime was committed. And this morning, for the first time, we're seeing and hearing from Wells, who spoke with our affiliate WLOX on the day he signed to play college football.
It's truly a blessing, just being here with some of my best friends, teammates, and we're all going to college together, most of us. So it's just truly a blessing to be here.
His high school coach saying Wells was much more than an outstanding football player and that he carried himself with humility, treated others with respect, worked hard, and led by example. The teenager's emotional family, desperate for answers, they've hired civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who says his team will conduct an independent investigation.
And the family's new attorney, Ben Crump, says he will fight for the timely release of any records and witness accounts in this case. Nolan Wells would have turned 19 next month. Guys, family just wants some.
Smash that like button, gang. Hold on, it's something I'm looking for. It's something I know where it said. I ain't got to work with it. I know where it said. Let me see. Shout out to everybody. Y'all send me these videos. Y'all see what I mean? Salute to everybody, man. Let me see. Where do I want to go, man? I'm gonna go here next. I'm gonna go here next, man. I want to hear from Ben Crump, and I want to hear from both interviews Ben Crump did. You know what I mean? He did one with I want to say ABC. He did one with Don Lemon. I want to say Don Lemon. I think I want to. Yeah, was that who it was? Yeah. He did maybe one or two interviews. I want to hear from Ben Crump. Let me see. No, before I do that, I'm gonna do this first. Before I do that, I'm gonna go here first. Yeah, before I do, I'm gonna go here. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. What do y'all think happened, y'all? 18-year-old Nolan Wells, y'all, found dead in the water. Right now, we don't know if he drowned, if he was dead when he went in the water, if he overdosed on something. Everybody's trying to figure out what happened to Nolan Wells. But a lot of people agree that, his friends are and the parents are kind of going about it the wrong way. I think they all disabled their accounts online, which some people are saying, well, Sco, they were getting ready to be accused. You know what I mean? People are already starting to crank it up and talk bad about him. And we got Raven in here, Makita's Cookies. And y'all remember the Young Dolph situation, and she know about. I mean, can't nobody tell you about being harassed, being accused of a murder like Raven and her family. So I know Raven didn't disable her social media platform, but I do remember her always saying that her parents didn't want nothing to do with a lot of the bullshit that was going on and being said online, and they weren't responding to nothing or nobody that, you know what I mean? So this family also, these families are saying that that's the reason they took this same approach, is that people were threatening them online. People were saying this. People were saying that. You know what I mean? People were doing this and that. They were getting death threats. They were going to be doxxed. So they just completely went offline. Do y'all believe that? Or do y'all think, nah, Sco, is something more to it, man? Why did they run and disable their accounts so fast? Yeah, Raven and her family, I ain't going to say they disabled accounts and shit like that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, some people don't want nothing to do with this internet smoke, this internet blame. You know what I mean? Some people can't take this shit. They don't want nothing to do with that shit. So the parents are claiming, or at least we've seen parents come out and say that, hey man, we disabled these pages because we didn't want the internet threats. We didn't want the online bullshit. We knew for a fact what the media was saying. We know for a fact people think that our boys are guilty. So we just told everybody to get offline. Do y'all buy that, or do y'all think that's just some more bullshit? Do y'all buy that, or y'all feel like, nah, Sco, it's some bullshit, man. They did it rather fast, man. They moved fast with this shit. Let me see. I'm gonna go here real quick. Let me go here real quick, gang.
Now, where the family of 18-year-old Nolan Wells is looking for answers after he and some friends went to a party on an island off the coast this 4th of July, and Nolan
Y'all smash that like button, gang.
Our Skylar Henry has the story.
The family of 18-year-old Nolan Xavier Wells is demanding answers. Wells, a college football player at Southwest Mississippi Community College, was last seen on the 4th of July, where he and friends hung out on Mississippi's Horn Island. The Jackson County Sheriff's Office says he was last seen around 3 p.m. on Saturday and didn't return to the mainland with the rest of the group. Authorities say his phone and keys were found on that boat. Wells's mother, Christine Wansley, reported him missing that night. After a 2-day search, his body was recovered in the northwestern part of the island on Monday.
I think that a wave washed his body up under the beach.
Brian Trasher is with the United Cajun Navy and helped with the search for Wells.
I wanted him to bring him back to his mother alive and well. I knew that the further we got away from the last time he was seen alive, the lower chances that would be.
The sheriff's office is calling this an active investigation. Wells's family has retained civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who in a statement called on investigators to pursue this case with urgency and transparency. Investigators are reviewing social media, searching for clues. Tracy Lampley coached Wells in high school and says he was beloved in the Mississippi community.
Just so overwhelming, a kid with so much life, man, it's just so much potential, in the blink of an eye, everything changed.
And the county coroner tells CBS News that it could be weeks before the medical examiner's full report is completed. Attorney Crump says that his team will not rest until every aspect in terms of what happened to Nolan comes to light. Tony?
We'll look out for more info. Skylar, thank you. And we go to
smash that like button, gang. Smash that like button, man. So as of right now, gang, like I said, everything is kind of on pause, but that's why we got to go here real quick. We got to go here, man, because we waiting on the autopsy to drop. And I think everybody's got to be patient at this point, man. Let's hear from Ben Crump, man, because this is the family's representation, the attorney now. This is the voice we're going to hear from now. You know what I mean? It's not going to be the parents. It's not going to be, you know what I mean? Well, we're not listening to the news. At this point, the only time we want to listen to the news is when this nigga right here is on there, because at the end of the day, Ben Crump is going to tell us what's going on with this first autopsy. And if something ain't right about it, Ben Crump is going to get a private autopsy done anyway. Ben Crump has his own private investigation going on. So this is the cat we want to listen to when it comes to what's going on. We're going to hear what the news is going to put out, but we want to hear what Ben Crump is going to say, because like I said, he's doing his own private investigation. So nobody won't be able to come out and say, oh, they're lying. The coroner's office or the medical examiners or the morgue is working with the state or working with the, the police or the people behind the scenes or the parents, the judge, because that's exactly what people might end up saying if this shit come out and say he just drowned. People gonna say, nah, something ain't right about that. Nah. It's still gonna be some shit in the game. So we glad to have Ben Crump in this situation. Remember they say Ben Crump is the ambulance chaser? No. Not all the time. Yeah, the brother gonna get his money. He gonna for sure get his paper. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, now you need Ben Crump for situations like this. You know what I mean? Because he gonna keep it, you know what I mean, in the media. He gonna be loud about it. And if something ain't right, he gonna get to the bottom of it. Let's hear from Ben Crump, man. Let's hear what he had to say, gang. Smash the like button.
How's the family doing?
This is Ben Crump.
They are still in disbelief, Don. As
like the family of Nolan Wells
said, they're in a nightmare and they can't wake up. They still have so many questions as to how their son, who was set on Monday to have his tryouts, because he is a Division II college athlete, and this was going to be his year. He was having workouts, he was doing training, and so they know that he was very focused on moving to a Division I program, and so they're just shocked that in 48 hours of one of the most consequential days of his life, this would happen. They are just in disbelief. And the reason that's so relevant, Don Lemon, is, there was an alleged argument, and people say that was over things about he was being very clear to not have anything to do with anything that might get in his system, because he knew he had his big workout coming on Monday.
Okay, let's just stop there. So Ben Crump is saying, and remember, this man has been speaking with the family. And I don't know who else he's been speaking with behind the scenes, because, of course, the mom and the dad wasn't there. But Ben Crump is saying that the argument we heard was an argument that, he was arguing with somebody saying he didn't want to do drugs. That argument that we hear is somebody trying to peer pressure Nolan Wells into doing drugs. They tried to peer pressure him so bad that a fight almost broke out. We can hear them finna box about it. Hey, motherfucker, we hear some arguing. We don't know where it's coming from. The video don't show us where it's coming from. But Ben Crump say he got some inside information that says the argument was over drugs. It was over the fact that, they wanted him to pop a Molly. They wanted him to snow some coke. They wanted him to hit the gas. Like, damn, square ass nigga. We don't fuck with you no more, man. Do drugs with us. Do drugs with us, man. Shout out to Tata, man. Salute to Tata. Salute to Tata, man, for that for them 6 bricks. Yeah. Ben Crump is saying he got inside information that they were arguing over, hey man, do drugs with us, man. Do some drugs. You gonna do some drugs today, nigga. Yeah, you acting like a square, man. We out here trying to party, dude. White boys. Finna, they was going off on this nigga because he did not want to pop the Molly. He didn't want to snow the coke. He didn't want to eat the shrooms. He didn't want to sip the syrup. He didn't want to hit the gas. He didn't want to, he didn't want to do no drugs, man. So it was almost a fight that broke out. Okay. That's coming from from OG Ben Crump. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Talk to me, y'all. Talk to me, gang. How y'all feel about this?
And people say that was over things about he was being very clear to not have anything to do with anything that might get in his system, because he knew he had his big workout coming on Monday. And so that's why they're like just not accepting any of this, Don. They are not accepting that their son just died by coincidence or accident.
Ben, do we know what that argument was? Do we know specifically if it was Nolan and people with him?
Well, we have an investigator talking to some of their friends, and we're gathering information. And when we get that information, we will share it because we want to be transparent. We don't want to speculate,
Let's go.
But we want to investigate. And that's very critical here.
That's us.
That's why, Don Lemon, we are having an independent autopsy done on top of whatever autopsy was done by the state of Mississippi. We're going to have him flown to a medical examiner in Washington, D.C., where his body will be preserved to do an autopsy to study every aspect of if he had any physical injuries to his body beyond drowning.
Mm-hmm. And where are you in that process now?
The body is going to be flown today. We expect to have the results of that independent autopsy on Friday.
Mm-hmm. Ben, what does the autopsy show? Have they given you any information from the autopsy?
Okay, let's stop right there.
What is?
Let's stop right there. Okay, so does his autopsy come out first, or what? I'm trying to figure out, because the state didn't put an autopsy out, right? We've been waiting on any autopsy to come out. Does he get first dibs on the autopsy? Because he say his autopsy results are coming out to Friday. So that makes me believe that the state's autopsy results got to be coming out tomorrow. Yeah, that'd be if his is coming out on Friday, that would make me believe the state is coming out tomorrow. That got to be, the results have to be out tomorrow, because how could he? I'm thinking that they would go ahead and do the autopsy, and then that's when he would come in and he would take the body, fly it to Washington, and then he would get his done. So that means the autopsy results should be out tomorrow from the state then, because I'm pretty sure they want to drop theirs first. There's no way they're going to let this nigga drop his shit first. There's no way. No way. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells. Ben Crump says they have flown the body out today. Nolan Wells' body is now in Washington as we speak tonight. He said they're going to fly the body, so the body should be in Washington tonight. Nolan Wells' body is in Washington right now, and they're going to do a private autopsy on him, an independent autopsy on him, and Ben Crump is going to let us know the results. Now, will both autopsies match up? And what will they say? And if we get two different autopsy reports or results, that's going to really set this motherfucker. That's going to be throwing gasoline on the goddamn fire. That's going to, boy, this bitch finna blow up. If them autopsy results come out, and they not the same, man. If the state puts some shit out, and then Ben Crump come back and say, nah, y'all didn't say nothing about his broken ribs. Y'all didn't say nothing about his motherfucker, his broken collarbone and ribs. He had a collapsed lung. The fuck is going on? Yeah, woo, shit, man. Smash that like. But like I said, I'm not counting nothing out. I'm not ruling nothing out. I just need to hear or see the evidence at this point. We know the backstory. We know how this shit started, and we know how this shit ended. What's in between? Smash that like button. Yeah, let's hear more from Ben Crump.
That's showing.
They haven't given us any information. Obviously, they are saying it's an investigation going on, and you know, at this point, I believe the sheriff said that they believe that he was left on something. We don't know what the story is, but they're saying it was an unfortunate accident. They're not telling the family anything about whether it was foul play or not. And so that's why the family is so desperate for answers, because they're saying, we don't want you to just wrap this investigation and say, oh, well, it was just an accident and sweep it under the rug.
Mm. Are they saying anything? Are they declaring it a homicide, or they're declaring it accidental? What's the official cause now? And I know that can change, and that's why you're having your own independent autopsy and investigation.
As far as we know, his mother, Christine, and his father, Elmo, say they haven't gotten any answers. They, you know, have been asked to turn over his cell phone to the Mississippi law enforcement authorities. But even that is troubling to them, because they're saying messages that were deleted from his cell phone. So they want to try to dot every I and cross every T and investigate everything. They said it's very improbable.
They say there was messages missing out of his cell phone. What do they mean by that? How would they know that? I'm trying to figure out, like, how do you see a cell phone and see these messages that kind of like missing? Or is the whole message gone, or is they deleting just certain ones? You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? Like, how would you know and let you go? You know what I mean? Like, how would you know which messages have been deleted out the phone? Like, far as the text messages, is it just where you just look at certain threads and say, okay, some shit missing right here. This don't make sense. There got to be something in between. Somebody's erasing things out of his phone. And if they did delete messages, we know for a fact delete messages ain't shit. They ain't gonna get that easy. Yeah, who the fuck thought deleting a message? You know what I mean? That ain't shit. You go, you go get with whoever it is. You go, whatever carrier you got, you go get with them, and they can show you the messages, man. You're deleting that shit. That's nothing. That ain't nothing, man. Yeah, that cell phone data information ain't shit, man. They'll get that back. So if there's any messages deleted, that data forensic, if there's any messages deleted, they'll be able to get that. They'll be able to find that. They'll get that back. So if it was messages deleted out of Nolan's phone, oh, that's no problem, gang. Yeah, that ain't never been an issue. There you go. Yeah, they'll get that. And if it was messages deleted, because his parents got the phone. So it's clear as day, if Ben Crump is saying this got to be coming out the mouths of his parents, gang. This is his parents talking. Remember, Ben Crump is the family representation. He's the attorney now. He is saying what they saying. They had to have told him, Mom, who has the phone, who hired Ben Crump, is telling Ben Crump that messages have been deleted out the goddamn phone, man. It's some things that don't look right. It's some spaces and shit missing. I can see where I know he wasn't just talking to himself right here. He was talking to somebody, and they deleted the whole shit. Half the conversation is gone. Right right from 3 o'clock to about 4 o'clock. Right when they go, everything from July 4th is gone. Do you think they knew his passcode to get into his phone? Because a lot of every teenager got a passcode. Don't get it fucked up, man. Teenagers watch too much porn. Every teenager got a passcode. Ain't no way he did. You know he got a password on their phone. Nobody just leaves their phone unlocked no more. That's old school to the motherfucker, man. Everybody got a lock on their phone, especially an 18-year-old. So did his friends know did they know the goddamn code to his phone? Smash that like button and salute to everybody. Because I asked my son earlier, I said, man, do your homies know the code to your phone? He looked at me like I was crazy. What type of... And nigga was like, nigga, hold on, nigga, I'm gonna let my son do it. Nigga, what? Nigga, what type of question is that? Nigga, gay. Yeah, I asked, that's how my son felt. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's just how he felt. I don't know. He felt like, nigga, hell no, ain't no shit. Niggas don't tell their homeboys the code to their phone. Ain't the type of shit niggas doing. Nah, he young, but I mean, I don't know. So man, let's hear more from Ben Crump, man, because he said messages was deleted out of Nolan Wells' phone.
That Nolan would not have wanted his cell phone with him if he was going to stay on the island.
Mm-hmm. The deleted text messages on his phone. His parents found that. Who found that out?
Now, well, they got his phone, so they're trying to figure out there's deletions on the phone, and they're trying to look at what is that about. There's so many inconsistencies going on, and so we're going to have with our investigators and our associates, we're going to list all the inconsistencies down. We just got onto the case yesterday, so we have been staying up late with the family, talking to friends, talking to people who were there on that 4th of July.
Y'all keep saying Face ID and fingerprint. Y'all remember Nolan Wells is supposed to be in the water already. You know, when the friends get the phone and leave with it, he's supposed to remember he's nowhere to be found. So how are they using his Face ID or his fingerprint to get into the phone if Nolan Wells is already gone? Like, remember, the phone is on the boat allegedly, right? The phone is supposed to be on the boat. I'm sure if you get into the water or whatever, you probably gonna leave your phone on the boat if that's what was going on. If that's how the phone got left on the boat. If that's how it got left there. But his body's supposed to be gone. So how would they use his face or his fingerprints if he's not around no more? By the time they start cleaning up shit and getting rid of evidence, he should be dead already. Long gone. Y'all smashed the light, but man, talk to me, gang. Talk to me, man. They had the body. Okay, it's not us. It's not you. It's me. Said they had the body. Okay, a picture of him on another phone said Real Campbell. First, they made me say a number lock. They knew the number. They just unlocked it with the number they knew. They tampered with evidence when they need to go to jail. Okay, salute. They kept the fingers. Said okay. A picture. Always just use a picture of somebody and put it to another picture, and it opens the phone up. All you gotta do is take a picture of somebody, and it'll open the phone up. Okay. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Salute, gang. Salute to everybody in the building. I'm hearing y'all out tonight, gang. Y'all know me, man. I'm just listening to what y'all saying, gang. I'm just hearing y'all out tonight, man. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody. Rock with me, y'all. Put some color in the chat, y'all. Make it look like Christmas around this bitch, man. Donate to the platform.
Trying to piece together what really happened to Nolan Wells. What caused him to be a healthy, young college athlete and then to end up dead, washed up on the shore on Monday morning after 4th of July weekend.
Just to clarify, you said you're doing your own independent autopsy. And Ben, you and I have been through, sadly, similar situations like this. But you have your own independent investigators, too. You're independently investigating this, I am sure.
Absolutely, Don. We are leading this investigation from the parents' perspective. The parents want to know objectively. They don't want to rely on the state of Mississippi investigation to be the end of the story here. And so as you reminisce, Don, there's so many cases that we worked on that it was our independent autopsies, our independent investigations that got us to...
Remember, Ben Crump is working on a case with the 1-year-old who was killed in the Walmart parking lot, baby Cohen. And remember, his independent autopsy revealed that the little baby was shot from the side, not from the from the front like a lot of us thought by seeing the bullet hole going through the front through the front of the windshield of the car. The story where the two women were stealing from Walmart and they shot the 1-year-old baby, also in Mississippi, right? Man, Mississippi. Shout out to Mississippi Swine, this motherfucker. Salute to my nigga Mississippi Swine. Goddamn Mississippi. But yeah, so in that case, in that story right there, man, you know, it was Ben Crump that actually came to the rescue, man. That private autopsy, you know what I mean, kicked in. That shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, he kicked ass with that. So who thinks that Ben Crump finna strike gold again? He's gonna catch their ass lying again. Who think Ben Crump is finna strike gold again with another independent autopsy that's gonna bring forth brand new evidence and shine new light on the case of Nolan Wells, man? Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang.
Where we were able to get some measure of justice, whether that was Breonna Taylor, whether that was Ahmaud Arbery, you know, whether that was George Floyd, and all of Mississippi investigation to be the end of the story here. And so as you reminisce, Don, there's so many cases that we worked on that it was our independent autopsies, our independent investigations that got us to where we were able to get some measure of justice, whether that was Breonna Taylor, whether that was Ahmaud Arbery, you know, whether that was George Floyd, and all these number of tragedies where young Black lives were taken from this earth far too soon. And now here we are yet again. And I know it's challenging because when we look at the history of the state of Mississippi, it has not been
it's been Crump,
what we call equal justice for Black people in America. When you look at the history of Mississippi, you know, this is the state where Emmett Till was lynched.
Look, I'm from one state over in Louisiana. So trust me, I know.
And you don't want to hear that shit, nigga. I hate when niggas try to compare their struggles and shit. Shout out to Louisiana, man. We talking about Mississippi though. We think about racism and, you know what I mean, and the KKK. Yeah, Louisiana, y'all in there too. Don't get it for you. Y'all are most definitely the dirty South. But just shout out to the boot. I ain't taking it away from Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, none of that. Arkansas, man, none of that. Oklahoma, none of that. But Mississippi, man. Mississippi, man, that shit just sound racist.
That said, Ben, there have been people who have been pointing out on the internet, some prominent people saying, imagine if the situation was reversed. If it was 3 Black boys or young men who went out with a white young man and the white young man ended up dead, imagine the outrage and the news coverage and the demands of investigations as well.
Y'all letting Don Lennon stun on me. Y'all letting this nigga stun on me. That's not my super chat on the screen. That's actually his. Yeah, y'all letting this nigga straight stun on my bitch ass, man. And the Don Lemon show. Y'all letting this nigga just stun on me right now. Put some color in this chat, man. Niggas got 16 bricks over there on it. Look, that's 16 bricks on this shit, right? He just put 16 bricks up on my bitch ass, man. Right in my face, man. Right in my face. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. This autopsy is going to be big news, man. But like I just revealed, if Ben Crump has an autopsy being done, independent autopsy being done, he said the results will be out this Friday. That means the state of Mississippi results should be out tomorrow. I'm thinking they should be out tomorrow, gang.
Yeah, and that's the crux of the matter, Don Lemon. That's why I'm so grateful to you and your network for at the very beginning covering this matter. So often when Black lives are taken, it is the media of people who have compassion and care for our community that make mainstream media pay attention. And I think this is one of those situations. And if the crux of the matter, if these were 3 Black kids with a white kid and that white kid ends up dead after they claim they left him, they can't remember anything, but they have their cell phone, you have to ponder whether they would be treating this as a murder investigation or if this was what they call.
Do y'all agree with that? I seen the photo going around of the 3 Black guys, the one white boy sitting in the middle. They said, what if the situation was reversed? What would you do if this was, you see a picture of four young men, 3 Black men and 1 white boy, and it turns out all 3 brothers make it back home safe that night, you know what I mean? At home playing Xbox, chilling. But the white boy did not make it back to the crib, man. You know what I mean? They don't know where the fuck he at. They ain't seen him, but we do got his cell phone. Though. We got the nigga phone. but we ain't seen him, man. Yeah, we ain't. Do y'all think this shit would be a criminal investigation from the very start? Yes or no in my chat right now, goddammit. Shout out to Tasha J, man. Salute, gang. Shout out to Tasha J, man. It is. Salute to Tasha J. But who else we got down here, man? It is Carl. Let me see who that is. Let me see. Straight Hand. Shout out to Carlette Straight Hand. I hope I'm saying the name right. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Salute, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Do y'all think this would have been an automatic, criminal investigation from the start? Hell yeah, nigga. Them niggas would be in trouble. All them niggas, fam. I'm talking about they would have had niggas hemmed up that night, fam. Where is Josh? Man, we ain't seen him, fam. We telling you, right, bro, the nigga left his phone on the boat, bro. I'm telling you, fam. Nigga, we dipped, fam. We know he was with a little white bitch, fam. My nigga, we thought he was gonna get some head or something, but we ain't, bro. I don't even know. Man, them niggas be in the interrogation room. They would have had all three of them niggas in the interrogation room all night on some Central Park 5 shit. They would have them niggas down on some Central Park. Where is Billy? Man, we ain't. Let me tell you something, man. Billy a wild motherfucker, man. Man, Billy be snorting that powder. They would have kept them niggas down there so long. Them niggas would have turned on Billy. Man, let me tell you something, man. Billy ain't shit, man. He be raping hoes, snorting powder on Molly. No telling what happened to Billy, man. Billy probably out there hiding somewhere, man. That nigga ain't dead. Billy is alive. They would have had them niggas in that interrogation room so long. Them niggas would have turned on Billy. Man, Billy out there bullshitting somewhere, man. That nigga's not dead, fam. Billy is alive, fam. Y'all, this is bullshit, fam. We've been in this for 10 hours, fam. Let us out this. So this is bullshit, fam. We don't know, bro. Man. All right, they would have kept them niggas in there so long. They would have no choice but to turn on Billy. We gotta turn on him, fam. He's not dead, fam. That nigga is not dead, fam. Ain't no way, man. Billy body wash up the next day on shore. You nigga life, Billy body the next day wash up. Nigga, we serving warrants the same. Niggas those getting kicked in, helicopters over the crib, drones and shit. Niggas showing up shields and shit, jumping out SWAT trucks and shit. They would have came and rearrested all three of them niggas the day that body washed up, man. So that's why the people are saying, nah, look into this more, man. These are some black kids, man. Y'all, this investigation will be pumping. You niggas would be coming up with all kind of shit. Y'all would be out there on the beat. Y'all be done questioning everybody. Y'all would have the whole damn beach. Y'all would have everybody who touched Horn Island would have been in the interrogation room. Everybody, if a white boy was missing. That's how black folks feel. That's how a lot of people feel. Not even just black people. That's how a lot of people feel. If this was a white boy missing, body washed up, anybody that was with him would have been interrogated by the goddamn police by now for sure. I'm talking about interrogated, not questioned. There's a difference between questioned and interrogated. We talking about interrogated 7, 8, 9, 10 hours. Nothing to drink. No Doritos. No goddamn crackers. No nigga, no chips, no nothing, nigga. Not a soda in that bitch, fam. You want some McDonald's, nigga? Man, where is Billy? Yeah, I got a double cheeseburger if you point me in Billy's direction. Motherfucker, yeah. So I think we all agree, man. We all agree on that part, man. We all agree that body washed up and them young niggas didn't know. We don't know what happened to Billy. Yeah, y'all gonna, you know what I mean?
Just media
this is Ben Crump,
people
we
who
back
have
Crump.
compassion and care for our community that make mainstream media pay attention. And I think this is one of those situations. And if the crux of the matter, if these were 3 black kids with a white kid, and that white kid ends up dead after they claim they left him, they can't remember anything, but they have their cell phone, you have to ponder whether they would be treating this as a murder investigation or if this was what they call just investigation into accidental death. Mm-hmm. You have to ponder that. You can't be being honest with yourself if you say they would not have treated this investigation differently.
Mm-hmm. Ben, was he a strong swimmer?
His mother and father say he was a strong swimmer. He was an athlete. He was about to be a Division I wide receiver, Don. You know, athletes have to maintain their physical soundness. Their bodies are in extraordinary shape. And that's what they believe Nolan Wells was, an extraordinary athlete.
Yeah, I mean, look, the evidence is there. We can see his record. We can see who he looks, a good-looking, healthy young man. Ben, anything else? If something comes out of this autopsy, you said you expect to get the results by Friday, correct?
Yes, sir. Friday morning, we plan to have them.
And depending on what comes out of this autopsy, then you'll figure out where to go next. Now, I know that they've been saying, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go on.
Mm-hmm. No, you're absolutely right. In different times that you and I have talked about these cases, and you use your platform to give a voice to these victims, oftentimes we would turn to the Department of Justice. But here, I think we're going to have to work with the local authorities in the state of Mississippi if we find any instances of foul play to get some criminal culpability. But we are still in the infant stages of the investigation now. And this independent autopsy is going to be very important for many, many reasons, Don Lemon. Many, many reasons. And so as soon as we get that, we will come back on and talk to you about the findings and what they mean.
Yeah. I know that you look, we have a time crunch here, and I understand that because you're very busy and you're working on this case. I just need to know, they said that these were childhood friends or longtime friends.
Yeah.
Or have you been able to investigate that? Is that true?
Apparently they all went to high school together, Don Lemon.
These are friends.
And
and that's important to know, because we know these are some kids he met in college, you know what I mean? Or, you know, I know he's starting a new college, or, you know, he's gonna go to a new school and shit like that. We didn't know these are some people that, you know what I mean, he's been knowing for just a little while, but these are kids they say he went to high school with. He's supposed to be some trusted friends. The families know each other, all that, I mean. So these supposed to be some friends he's been knowing since probably middle school, high school type shit, man. You know what I mean? So that's what makes this shit so crazy. It's like, you know, y'all left your partner out there, man. You know what I mean? Y'all had his phone and shit. Like, did they look around? I mean, what did they really think happened to him, man? If they didn't do this, if y'all didn't do this, what the fuck did y'all think happened to him, man? Where did y'all think he was really at? Because they say the girl is cooperating. The girl is saying no, she wasn't. She never said they was, I guess, gonna be together. He was gonna hang with her. She left and went home. And I think that's what got everybody kind of upset. It's like, if y'all was really his partners, man, how come y'all left and didn't know where your dog was at, man? What car was he riding in, man? That's what I want to know. Did he have his own car? Did they pull up to the boating dock? Like, how does Horn Island work? Like, do you pull up and park? Do he have his own car? Who the fuck did he ride with? If he rode with one of the friends, you didn't look around and say, hey, man, hey, Nolan's not in the car, bro. Like, let's not leave this motherfucker island, fam, or leave wherever we leaving from. Let's not leave this motherfucker, man, without, let's not leave this boating dock, man, without the boy Nolan, man. If he rode up here with us, then he ain't got no motherfucking ride back home. That's the main reason you don't leave a nigga. How the fuck you gonna get home? Gonna catch an Uber? I guess these days it is Uber, man. You know what I mean? Like, back in the day, remember the 90s, you couldn't leave a nigga. Nigga, you leave a nigga for dead. I guess nowadays they can't catch an Uber or something. I don't know. Did they think he was gonna Uber home? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is a new time. It is 2026, y'all. Not 99, 2000. This ain't 2006. This is 2026. Did they think Nolan was gonna catch an Uber home? They said, well, man, we seen him with old girl Katie. I don't know. We don't know what he got going on, man. But either way, hell, we see his phone on the boat still. I don't know where he at, man. Let's go ahead and dip, though, man. Hell, if he if he wants to know where he at, he'll call his own phone. He know his phone number. He'll call his phone. We don't have to code to it, but we can answer it when he called. So if anybody calls the phone, we're gonna know it's him looking for his phone. Do y'all think that's possible, or is that bullshit, man? Talk to me in the chat, gang. Do y'all think that them leaving him behind was weird and kind of suspicious? Or do y'all think, nah, it's a new day and time, man? Maybe they thought he was gonna stay behind, or maybe it was other friends they could get a ride with. Like, hell, maybe he had his, you know what I mean? Or I don't think he had his own car. I think he rode with somebody for sure. But do y'all think that's suspicious?
Young men come from prominent families in the Ocean Springs community. And so we are trying to get to the bottom of this one way or the other. We know that they have attorneys, so they are not speaking at this time, but we intend at some point to hear from them as to what happened on that Horn Island off the Gulf Coast of Mississippi.
And that's weird too. I hate to keep interrupting Ben Crump, man, but it is weird that they lawyered up, man. If they lawyered up already, that's weird, man. It is weird, man. Remember that case with the girl? Y'all, what was the name of the girl who killed her boyfriend and his friend? She drove the damn car into a brick wall. What's the name of the girl, y'all? Put her name in the chat real quick. Put her name. What's the name of the, I know all y'all don't know, but it came out. It was a Netflix documentary I seen on Law and Crime over the years. What was the name of the girl that killed her boyfriend and his friend, and she ran the car into the wall? What was her name? What was that girl's name? The teenage girl. Gabriella? No, that wasn't Gabriella, was it? What was the name of the girl, y'all? What was her name? It was Mackenzie. There we go. The Mackenzie girl. The Mackenzie girl. There we go. Okay, yeah, there we go. Mackenzie. Remember, even in that Mackenzie case, what did her parents do first? When they told her parents that, you know, her boyfriend and his friend was dead, but their daughter was still alive, and they was at the hospital with her, and they knew she was still alive and she was gonna make it. The first thing they did when investigators came just to talk to them was lawyered up. That's the very first thing they did was lawyered up, man, because mama and daddy knew that little bitch was crazy. Mama and daddy knew that when they heard about that damn car just running off the road into a goddamn brick wall, they knew. They knew. Yeah, oh yeah, they knew. They was like, yeah, that little bitch crazy in a motherfucker. She did this. She killed that motherfucking ass. She the only one that survived. The first thing mama and daddy did was lawyered up. ASAP, quick. That's what white people do, man. White people lawyer up fast when there's some bullshit in the game. So I think it's very awkward that the parents would lawyer up. Why lawyer up, man? Why ain't your sons and these boys should just all be, cooperative, man? Just, they should be just witnesses to what the last time we seen them, this, that, and the other shit. They should be down there giving out hints and clues, telling you other people. They should be down there right there trying to point out everybody that was there. We're gonna get the whole Horn Island back to this motherfucker, fam. We're gonna see who saw what. If anybody, them boys should be cooperating like a motherfucker, and the parents should too. Fuck the attorneys, nigga. We just need y'all to talk, man. We don't need no attorneys on y'all side. For what? We don't need y'all attorneys for what? We just need them boys to just tell us what's going on. What happened? You know what I mean? Like, that's weird, man. We don't want to hear it from your attorneys. We don't want to hear that shit off Facebook and Twitter and TikTok. And, man, them boys need to go there and talk to the police, man. So them boys put a statement out, man, as far as to the media, some shit like that. All of them come together, man, and talk. Do an interview. Go on the local news. Go sit down with that same fat-ass white boy with that look who do all of he cover everything over there. They don't have one. They got the same news anchor for every story. Go sit down with him and just tell the world what happened, man, or what y'all seen last, man, and just let us see how y'all really feel about this, man. Let us see how y'all, how emotional y'all are over this situation. We need to look at y'all. We need to look in y'all eyes while y'all telling this story. We need to look. That's how you determine if somebody lying or not, man. You want to see them. Tell us all this shit, man. What happened? And I think that should be no problem if their friend died. It's under suspicious circumstances, and everybody really want to just know what happened and how it happened. I don't think they should be holding back right now. You little niggas should be on. One of you niggas should have went live by now. Hey, one of you niggas should say, "Fuck mom." Hit the live button, dude. I love Nolan, man. That's some white boy shit to do. Fuck mom, man. Nolan was my pal, man. I miss him, dude. We want to see some white boy shit right now. Yeah, we want to see you. We really need to see some white boy shit. We need to see some white boys crying, looking. You know what I mean? Like we need to see this shit. That's what we missing right now. We ain't seen no white boy shit. Murder who? Remember Cat Williams? We ain't heard shit from the white friends yet. The white friends should be volunteering everything. You know how white people talk when the news come around whenever some other shit done happen. They know everything. We want to hear the white folks talk, man. We need to hear from these white people, man. That's what's holding this shit up, man. Why haven't we heard from white folks, man? We know the moms are Karens and shit. Come on out. Tell us. What are your sons saying? How do y'all feel about this, man? Y'all being too quiet, too secretive, man. You're deleting your channels and shit, and you're talking to lawyers and attorneys and shit, and you're lawyered up and shit, man. That's why the world is looking at y'all funny, man. We don't want to hear shit about no attorneys, man. Let them boys speak out. Smash that like button, man. Yeah, we ain't heard shit from no white boys yet, man.
On July 4th weekend. And so that's what we're waiting for. And we have to keep pushing, Don. And thank you. And thank you to your audience. Thank you to everybody on social media. Thank you to everybody who gave on GoFundMe so they can afford investigators and independent autopsies, because it is very difficult when you're trying to get the truth to be revealed when it seems like people are not trying to be transparent.
Yeah. We spoke to Ben, a member of the Cajun Navy who was looking for a part of the search. And he said the mother, at the time that we were recording it yesterday, that the mother had not had an opportunity to view the body, either yesterday or the day before. Has the mother had an opportunity to view the body yet?
Not at this time. No.
Oh, man. And why is that? Is that because, is that normal, Ben? Is that procedural?
No, I think they just got the body back yesterday. And so they're preparing the body for the independent autopsy. And I will say this, Don. We don't know the condition of his body.
Mm-hmm.
And so obviously that's going to be a hard decision, I think, for his father, if his wife, Chris.
Okay. I'm trying to keep up with what Ben Crump is saying. They asked, has she seen the body? And Ben Crump said, no, we getting the body ready for the independent autopsy. Well, that's your autopsy. Are you going to see the body before the, you know what I mean? When your medical examiner, your people see the body before the family. Because if you get the body, they can go see it right when you get your hands on it, right? If he got the body tonight, the body of Nolan Wells is now in the custody of Ben Crump. So that means the family should be able to see the body now when they want to. If anybody was holding them back from seeing the body in the first place. If Ben Crump has the body now, you would think that the family would be able to go see him. I mean, he's the attorney. He called for a private autopsy. So maybe tonight they have viewed the body. Maybe tonight or by tomorrow night, the family would have been viewed the body by now. So I'm guessing by tonight or tomorrow night, the family should see the body. You know what I mean? His mom and dad should be able to go look at him one last time. Not one last time, you know what I mean? But be able to go look at their son and, you know what I mean? Because Ben Crump said, as of right now, the family ain't seen the body, but he has the body in his custody. He said tonight the body will be flown to Washington for an independent autopsy. So I'm thinking that maybe the family will see the body in Washington. Maybe they'll fly out there and go see it. I mean, I'm just trying to guess how this go, man. This is just crazy. I'm just thinking this was my child. At this point, I need to go there and look at him, man. If I'm his dad, man, I got to go look at him. I have to, man. I got to, man. It'll be eating me up, man. I got to. You know what I mean? I got to. I'm talking about like, it's going to be the worst day of your motherfucking life, the hardest day of your life. But I got to go I got to go look at him. I have to. Not saying mom, but if I'm dad, let me go look at my boy, man. Let me go hold his hand and just sit beside him for a while, man. Let me just sit with him for a while. You feel me? Let me just go sit with him for a while, bro. So the family, yeah. This is a very sad situation, man. Trust me. You know what I mean? But like I said, that's your baby. We all in here. A lot of us, got kids. Some, a lot of y'all in here got kids, and if that was your child, man, you got to go ahead, especially dads, man. Shout out to all my dads in this bitch. You know what I mean? Damn well, man, we ain't getting no motherfucking sleep until we go lay our eyes on them. I got to I'm not sleeping. I'm not going to bed until I lay my eyes on them. I need to go sit with them for a while. I need to go, get ready to, talk to everybody else in the family. And, it's a lot to do now. We got a lot to do. You know what I mean? Smash that like button, man. Salute everybody, but man, rest in peace, man, to 18-year-old Nolan Wells, man. My heart, my condolences go out to his mom and his dad, his family.
They will be able to look at, his body if it's disfigured in any way. We don't know. We're going to find that out. Just keep them in prayer because this is every parent's worst nightmare.
Look, don't I know it? Look, as you know, my sister died of a drowning back in 2018. My other sister died in May of last year. And my mother has not been the same in my family. It's just not the way it's supposed to happen. We think our parents, we don't like it, but they will go before us. But for a parent to lose a child is one of the worst things, if not the worst thing that can happen. Services, are they waiting until after the autopsy, or are they going to do something?
Wait until after the autopsy.
Okay.
And I know they're planning memorials at his college as well as his old high school. I mean, young people, you don't expect 18 and 19-year-old.
Remember, the boy got a funeral coming up, and I'm sure they're going to have a celebration of balloon release. And this is where we really, this is where we at. Shout to the gang in a bit, y'all. Donate to the platform. This is where we really zero in at. This is where we lock in at. If during this balloon release, they're going to do the celebration they're going to do for him, probably. They're going to do the celebration for him. We lock in on that, man. If the friends are invited to that, that means the family really don't believe nobody did nothing to him, man. You know what I mean? They want to get Ben Crump involved, of course. They want an independent autopsy. They want to make sure they cross all their T's, dot all their I's. I understand that. For sure, I understand that. But if they celebrate the life of Nolan Wells and the friends are invited, or if they end up at the funeral service, then we know for a fact that means, man, it's, you know what I mean, nobody believes no ill will was intended. Yeah, remember, that should be coming up soon, within the next couple of days. I'm thinking maybe this Saturday, they're probably doing something for him somewhere. They're probably putting something together for him by this Saturday. If not Saturday, by Monday, by the latest. You know what I mean? Saturday or Monday. So we got to keep our eyes peeled, man. We got to keep our eyes peeled. Don't make me fly down to Mississippi, man, because I will, man. Shout out to my Mississippi people in the chat. I be done showed up in the sip, my nigga. Don't get it fucked up. Smash that like button. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, gang. Light a little gas up if you got it.
Friends to die. And so it's always devastating, not only to his family, but to all those in his community, all those young people who consider him a friend that they thought they were going to spend their life together, you know, on this journey. And now he's gone. And it's so painful to everybody in that community.
Ben Crump, thank you so much. Please keep us updated, and our regards to the family. And
learn from Ben Crump again, gang. We're going, because he did another little interview too. We're going to check in with Ben Crump again, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells. Now, let me make the ladies cry real quick, man. Let me make the ladies cry real quick, man. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean? I know anybody could cry, man. I ain't gonna say this to ladies. Let me pull y'all heartstrings real quick, man. Man, no matter how it went down, man, it's still sad, man. You feel me? No matter how it went down, man, it's still sad, man. That's how I really look at this situation, man. It's that, you know, no matter what we hear, gang, whether this autopsy report comes back and says, you know what I mean, he just drowned, whether it comes back and say it was some foul play, something's not adding up. No matter how you look at this shit, man, this young man was 18 years old, had his whole life ahead of him. You know what I mean? Seemed like one of the good kids out here, man. Because we know, you know what I mean, when it comes down to our young black youth, we be having trouble trying to get a lot of our young kids in order and get them to go to college and focus and really lock in on shit. You know what I mean? So to see this young man right here, man, really trying to, you know, do his best in life and seemed like he had a lot of respect for people and got respect from people, man. It's sad to say we lost a young, good brother, man, that was trying to be a great, productive member of society, man. Whatever happened to him, even if they find drugs in his system, man, even if they find cocaine in his fucking system, man. Yeah, I mean, it's still sad. I mean, will that raise, you know, the suspicion level to maybe what happened to him? Maybe so. Maybe so. We're gonna hear from what one of the friends said too. We're gonna go there. I know y'all been waiting to play that shit too. I'm gonna go to what one of the friends said too here in a minute, gang. You did. I got a few more things to put up on the screen tonight, man. I thought I was almost now. We got a lot more to go, gang. We got a lot more to go. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Let's hear from the people, gang. Let's hear from the people about this situation, gang. It is.
No fucking way he went swimming by himself, that he left the group and everybody that could possibly see or hear him and decided to go for a swim.
It appears that not everyone in Nolan Wells' family is trusting local authorities to reveal exactly what happened to the black teen, whose body was found on July 6th after going missing on July 4th when he and friends traveled to a remote island in Mississippi. Now, as reported here, Wells would travel with friends by boat to Horn Island, an island about 10 miles off the shore of mainland Mississippi, where his friends he went with would return, but he wouldn't. According to the report, those same friends are suggesting that Wells would end up deciding to stay on the island and did not ride back with them. Now, as mentioned, Wells' body would end up being found on Monday around 8:45 a.m.
Y'all heard me now, my bad. Shout out to Bianca the Boss for the Cash App, man. Salute to Bianca the Boss for the Cash App, man. Shout out to the Cash App, gang. Salute to Bianca the Boss for the Cash App. Salute, gang.
But this appears to have raised a lot of questions for Wells' grandfather, in particular, Christopher Wells, who would take to Facebook to call out the current investigation. On Monday night, on his Facebook page, he would write, "Too many unanswered questions. How can an island that was searched yesterday produce my grandson's body this morning? There's nothing right about this. Nolan Xavier Wells deserved the same things that people he knew and associated with all enjoy in life." Now, as mentioned by Wells, a search and rescue would be conducted on July 5th, the following day after Wells would go missing on the island. Local outlet WLOX, who has been consistently covering the case, would confirm this in a story shared that day. The Jackson County Sheriff's Department is currently searching Horn Island with assistance from the Department of Marine Resources, the Gulf Island National Seashore, and the U.S. Coast Guard. So for some, including Wells' grandfather, how was his body found Monday when they had already searched the island on Sunday? For those who don't know, Horn Island is about 10 to 12 miles long and less than a mile wide, making up a little over 3,000 acres. Now, for those who currently don't think any foul play with the search is currently taking place, Nolan being found on Monday makes total sense if he ended up drowning and was later swept on shore. Now, a huge conversation that many can't ignore is the racial undertone attached to the story, given that Wells appeared to be the only black person in his friend group that went to the island.
Is there anything wrong with that, y'all? Is there anything wrong with being, the only black person amongst a bunch of goddamn white people, man? Is there something wrong with this game? Put a 1 in the chat if it is, man. If it ain't, put a 2 in the chat. Is it something wrong, man? You know what I mean? You can't help who your friends are, who you go to school with. Most times you go to school where your parents put you, shit, or the district you live in and shit. You know what I mean? Where you go where your parents want you to go. Is it something wrong with being the only black dude with 15 white boys? And they're like, you know what I mean? Is there something wrong with that? Drop a 1 in the chat if there's something wrong with that, man. You can't be, you know what I mean? You don't want to see no nigga hanging out with a bunch of white folks. We don't, you know what I mean? No. No black man, no young black kid should be hanging out with all white kids. You know what I mean? We don't want to see no black kid, one single black kid, hanging out with a gang of motherfucking white kids, man. Is that wrong? Does that, because like when people say that, I think looking at his situation is hard. I would. I would say, yeah, man, the Oreo cookie ass black dude, man. Look at the Oreo, man, hang out with the white boy and shit, man. But I don't think we think like that no more, gang. I think these days, like, you see shit like this all the time, man. I done seen groups of white folks where there's one black girl hanging out with 5, 6 white girls. I done saw that shit before. Yeah, I done seen that. I done seen where it's all black people, one goddamn white boy in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? One white boy, gold teeth, all kind of shit. Paul Wall, I done seen Paul Wall in person. Is it wrong to be a black kid and hang out with a lot of white kids? Because remember, we seen where he had black friends too. It is like we seen that growing up. I'm gonna tell you this, man. Growing up, I was like him. I didn't hang out with all white boys, but I did hang out with a bunch of crooked ass street niggas. But then I also had some homies that didn't do that shit. You know what I mean? Shout out to my nigga TJ, my nigga T Murphy, my nigga Sheree, all my niggas who didn't get into that kind of shit. I had a lot of my real best friends growing up. My nigga Corey Taylor. A lot of my partners, man. RIP, my nigga Brian Williams. It was a lot of cats, man, who I hung out with that didn't get in trouble. Like, they went in no street shit like that. You know what I mean? Them was my dogs. When I was with them, we was in the basketball. We was in the football. And them was some of the most popular cats in school. And I was with them cats. We popping. They're my athlete buddies. But then I was also popping with my cutthroat street niggas too, because I was wild on that side too. I'm wild. I would actually bring the preppy niggas, like the I ain't gonna say the preppy niggas, but I would bring the athlete niggas who wouldn't be into no shit like that and the street niggas together. I was the nigga in the middle, y'all, who would bring the athletes and the street niggas together. The niggas who usually don't even talk to each other like that at school do to me. Everybody in the same room now, my nigga. Yeah, they usually wouldn't even fuck with these niggas. These niggas too wild. These niggas be on some whole shit. I mean, these niggas be on some more shit. Maybe they got locked up hanging with them niggas over there. But I would bring everybody together. My athlete homies and my street homies would all come together. So I remember having 2 crowds of friends. Not everybody is like that. I know I was a popular nigga. I don't expect for nobody to understand where I'm coming from right now. Not nobody's watching this show or in this chat right now was ever as popular as me in school. Like, far as how people treated me. I was different, man. The athletes fuck with me and the street niggas fuck with me. And I would bring them. And my niggas watching right now, like, he ain't lying. He's not lying. That's who he was. I was one of the most popular niggas around. So it seemed like Nolan had, 2 groups of friends. He had his black homeboys. We know he had some black homies too. We see him in photos with all his black homies and shit. But then it seemed like he got a group of white homies he hang out with. He might have been one of the white boys in this crew right here, maybe 1 or 2 of them. Might have been one of his partners. He always hung out with them, and then they introduced him to the rest of the cats. Some of these cats play baseball, some of them on the football team, you know what I mean? So you can't really knock him for being the only black person in this photo. He seemed like just a popular kid who everybody liked. You can't help it. Everybody liked you. You can't shout out the niggas in high school. I probably, I mean, if I didn't hit you, bitch, I could have. I could have. I was a popular nigga like that, man. Popular at school. I was popular, man. Popular. You know what I mean? I'm talking about on both sides. Some niggas say he was popular over here. Yeah. He was a star in sports and shit. Some niggas was popular over here, but nigga, I was popular in both. Yeah. You did. Smash that like button, gang. Smash that there. None of you niggas was never on my level. Smash that like button. So when they say Nolan was liked by a lot of people, man, I mean, it just seemed like, yeah, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Come on, man. Especially if you play sports, man. Texas out here, I know in the South, you know, this is Mississippi, but in the South, when you play sports, man, if you good in sports, if you're a good athlete, you got friends, you got white friends too. In the South, depends on what school you go to. If you go to a school that's a white school mixed with black and white kids, and man, if you might be somewhere getting some head from one of the little white cheerleaders one night with your little white partners in them. Or you might be with your partner, your niggas tomorrow somewhere getting into some shit like that when you that nigga at school, when you popular, you play sports and shit like that. You finna go off to school and play ball. Come on, y'all. Act like y'all. Stop pretending like I can't stand whenever y'all know this life, or maybe y'all don't, because a lot of y'all wasn't popular. I'm trying to see. This is a popular guy, man. He popular. Everybody wants to hang out with him, man. So I don't blame him for saying, oh, in this picture, or he was on the boat with all the white kids. I'm like, nah, bro, he had black friends and white friends. He was just a cat that fucked with everybody, man. I don't want to make kids feel like, nah, you can't fuck with everybody. Nah, bro, be cool with everybody. To all my young brothers, man, get you a couple of white friends, man. They might be able to unlock a few doors. They might have a few keys to a few doors you might need to get past every now and then. Play chess, not checkers. Fuck with the people that fuck with you. Respect those that respect you. Fuck a color line. You gotta play chess in this world, man. So I'm not mad at this young cat for saying, hey, man, I hung out with some of everybody. Toya, you got a son that play football. I'm sure you got some white friends. I'm sure some white linebackers, a few the quarterback, maybe a few cats. He got a few white partners. He plays sports. So I don't like how the media and everybody's painting a picture of, man, hey, he should have known better, bro. He was with all white folks, man. White people know how to party too. Yeah, white folks know white people know how to party too. Trust me, if a white boy say, hey, man, he did. We're throwing a shindig, bro, over at the house, man. We got a bunch of white bitches coming over, man. Bunch of girls coming over. Niggas like, let's go look at that. Let's go see. Yeah. What y'all finna do? Yeah, I'm finna go look at that. Let's go look at that real quick. Let's go look at that. I might go look at that. Let's go look at that. Stop it, man. I mean, rest in peace to Nolan, man. Yeah, R.I.P. Nolan, man. But I want to just break that down, man, because I don't like how people making it seem like, you know, he was just some kind of buster for hanging out with white kids. He hang out with black kids too, man. This was just a legit dude who everybody fucking liked.
Is the racial undertone attached to the story.
Let's go, guys.
The only black person in his friend group that went to the island, as well as the many injustices black people have seen in America's history, especially in places like Mississippi. Where back in 1959, a black man by the name of Mac Charles Parker would be accused of raping a white woman. Now, despite many saying that the woman fabricated her story, Parker would end up being sent to jail. Now, while in jail and always saying that he did not rape the woman, an angry white mob would end up getting into the jail and would kidnap Parker from his cell. Following the kidnapping, the mob would beat and then shoot Parker at a bridge before wrapping him.
Damn. Ooh, this nigga going crazy. What's this nigga name? Hype News? Damn. Hype News compared this story to a nigga getting thrown off a bridge. Look at Hype News went down. These stories are quite the same. I get what you're saying, though. But damn, I think it took us back to the 60s or the 50s and shit. But this is Mississippi, though, gang. This is Mississippi. That's why this shit, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Resonate with so many people from Mississippi, or people that know the history of it, man. They looking like, hell nah, man. You can't trust nobody out here, man. You know what I mean? When the shit hit the fan, man, you never know what them white folks done did, man. Don't forget, this is motherfucking Mississippi. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. We're going to hear from Ben Crump one more time, too, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, man.
In chains and tossing him over the bridge into the Pearl River. Parker's body would be found weeks later. Now, despite an FBI investigation that identified several of the people in the mob, no one was indicted for his murder. So for some, knowing stories like this exist makes it hard for many to fully trust everyone involved in Nolan's disappearance. And
now y'all see, he got black friends. I seen this young man right here on Instagram, you know, giving his condolences. I believe that was him. Yeah, I mean, he got black homies too, fam. He got black partners, man. Nolan Wells was not some Oreo cookie. He was not some Carlton off the Fresh Prince. He was not Braxton off Jamie Foxx. He had black friends too, man. Hell, half the boy family is Asian. His mama whole side is Asian. Filipino, y'all said. Yeah, I mean, this boy come from this boy Rockway. He know all kind of people, man. Don't put that nigga in no box. Yeah. Let's not put him in a box, man. He got white kids, black kids. He got Asian family members, a whole black side of family. Smash that like button and rest in peace, man, to young Nolan, man. Rest in peace, young G.
F.
Yeah. Who's seen this story right here? Everybody, this story right here came up. Yeah, who's remember this story right here? We seen there was a family that was rafting and they bumped into some white kids that was trying to like throw a black boy and like make a black boy swim or do something to him, fight him in the water. They was like doing something and this family rolled up on it. They got their own camera. I guess they got a camera maybe sitting up on something. They like filming their rafting trip, probably some YouTubers, content creators, TikTokers. And they ran across some white kids, bullying a black kid in the water. Smash that like button and salute to everybody building y'all. Light a little gas up. Rest in peace to 18-year-old Nolan Wells, man.
I'm fucking life jacket on, Marquise. I'll just wait. Bro, you have a life jacket. Bro, I'm black. It doesn't matter. It's not gonna say. Oh, yes, it does. Bro, I'll just find a way. Hey. Yeah, they think I'm about to go back, but I can't. Bro, you have a life jacket. I'm gonna die. I'm standing right now. Hold on. Hold on.
Handle right here if you want.
Yeah, I might drown.
You won't drown.
Bro, you won't drown. Try to get over there. You're not gonna drown. I promise you won't drown.
There you go.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Hey.
What's your name?
My name is Marquise. But everybody calls me LeVar because I go to the Denellen.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was okay getting over here. They think I'm about to swim back. I can't even swim.
Doing a good job right now.
Popular on both this. And it's my first time here.
It's your
First time? Well, welcome.
Yeah.
How'd you get over here?
Yeah, what
they made me
happened?
take that way over there, and they had 2 life jackets on.
I'm glad we ran into you.
Oh, you fucking pussy. I'm never coming back with y'all. Yo, we told you if you're coming, we had a life jacket. Life jacket. Saved it for a big kid. This for a little kid.
That's scary though if you're not used to water.
Yeah. I just swim my pool in my backyard.
Yeah. Spring water's different.
It's a lot different.
We're almost there. I know, it's really strong. And there's a current. You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm never coming back with y'all.
As a way to ensure the investigation is.
Now, what was that black ass nigga doing out there in the waters like that? What was you doing out there, brother? Man, it looked like Keenan from Keenan and Kid, the fat nigga. What would you do out there, brother? You know you couldn't swim. What would you do anyway? Now, sometimes we gotta look at niggas and be like, bro, why would you, nigga? Don't. If you can't swim, if you don't fuck with the water, if you a nigga who don't even get in a swimming pool, don't take your ass no swamps, no rivers, no lakes and shit. Yeah, stay away from that goddamn water, man. Yeah. I mean, he said they did him. Wouldn't even come around and get the boy, man. Now I don't know if they had a boat or a raft. I think they was swimming across, I guess. But yeah, man, look at that nasty ass water, man. What the fuck was you doing out there, brother? Sometimes we gotta look at the brothers and be like, come on, what you doing out there, fam? This nigga couldn't even swim. What was you doing out there? That nasty ass water you was in. Our niggas been pissing in that water, shitting in that water, all kind of, man, some night crawlers, some nasty creatures, some, man, bro. You know what I mean? Niggas done spit and pissed in that water, man. That water is disgusting, man. That water is just don't have an open cut or nothing like that, man. God damn, that water look dirty as shit, man. Nasty ass water, man. Yeah. He should have known better, man. But at the same time, they were just showing you how, you know, how the white kids was like, hey, man, just fucking do it, dude. Swim, man. Come on, dude. You're pussy, man. Come on, dude. Come on, Marcus. Come on, man. I told you, dude. But they say Nolan Wells knew how to swim. So this story right here is for show, just showing you that, you know what I mean? Hanging with them white boys can be a little sketchy sometimes. But when it comes to Nolan Wells, they say he could swim like a fish. They can swim like the frog on Mario 3. Who remember that frog? You get that badass frog suit on Mario 3. Who remember that shit? Mario 3, you get that badass frog suit, you get that bear suit, you turn into a statue and shit. Remember that shit, man. Mario, nigga. They say nigga swim like the frog on Mario 3, nigga. They say he was an athlete. So that's what makes us wonder, how did Nolan Wells drown if he was an athlete? If he could swim so good, how did he just drown, man? You know what I mean? What was in his system, or what happened to him? Did he have a fucking heart attack? Did he have a goddamn seizure? Like, what does his medical records look like? Like, what happened to him in that water, man? Did somebody throw his ass in there? Was he beat up before he was put in there? Did somebody choke his ass out, then throw him in there? Was he just so drunk that a wave came or some shit came and took him under, and niggas look back and no Nolan just gone. Nobody know where Nolan went. What the fuck happened out there is what we want to know. What happened? Yeah. What happened? They said the boy could swim his ass off. What really happened out there, man?
Credible, and all answers come to light. Wells' family have now brought on civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump. Crump, who is known for his involvement with high-profile cases that are aligned with injustices, would announce he and his team are now joining the case to represent the family. He would go on to say in a statement, "We've been retained by the family of Nolan Wells, a beloved son, teammate, and friend who went out to celebrate the 4th of July and never came home. The wide receiver at Southwest Mississippi Community College was preparing to return for the upcoming football season and would have turned 19 next month. His family deserves answers. They deserve the truth. We will not rest until every fact about what happened to Nolan on Horn Island is brought into the light, and we call on investigators to pursue this case with the urgency and transparency this family deserves." Nolan's mother has continued to remain quiet, along with Nolan's father, outside of sharing a GoFundMe page in tributes to their son. According to Good Morning America, investigators are already suspecting Nolan must have drowned, but as you can see, many people are not thinking this case is so simple.
Got to teach your kids, especially your kids that are hanging out with rich white kids, that is not good. You got to stop letting them hang out with rich white kids. This Nolan Wells situation never should have happened. The parents of Nolan Wells should have known better than to let him hang out with these kids. I have an older son. I don't
want to look. Shout out to this white boy. You know what I mean? Shout out to this white boy, man. You know what I'm about? You know what I mean? But like, I don't know, man. How would y'all feel if I got on here and say, hey, people, don't let your kids hang out with black kids, man. White people, do not let your kids hang out with black kids, man. You should know better than that. Y'all should know better. That shit sound dumb. I'm black. So to me, he look dumb to me. I ain't gonna lie. You look dumb to me, bro. I'm gonna keep 100, man. I gotta say that. You look dumb to me, bro. It's like me saying, hey, don't let white people, don't let your kids hang out with black kids, man. And I'm black. So I don't trust this motherfucker off the rip right here. It is something I don't trust him. I think he's trying to get some content and shit, some clout and shit. I don't trust him, man. I don't trust that statement coming from a fucking old white man. But don't blame the parents, man. Yeah, don't blame the parents, man. Yeah, do not blame his parents for who he hung out with, who he became friends with in school, who he trusted, who he been having a friendship with for over 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Do not blame his parents for that shit, man. You know what I mean? The parents ain't got nothing to do with that shit, man. Obviously, the boy wasn't in no trouble. He graduated high school. He went to college. It's clear as day he went in the streets of those shit. Like, they went out doing no crazy ass shit, getting locked up and shit. And nigga in Mississippi. Easy for a Mississippi nigga to get locked the fuck up. It got to be easy for a Mississippi nigga to go down. That's Mississippi, goddammit. But this boy managed to stay out the way, man. So whoever he was hanging out with wasn't that bad. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying it's the parents' fault, but I'm just saying it happens all the time. My older son is half black. He looked more black than he did half. But
he be fucking our black women. I see what's going on. Okay, that explains it. Okay, he been hitting some sisters. Let's go. Yeah, Joe Pesci here been hitting some sisters. Let's go, gang. Put some color in this chat, gang. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man. Light that gas up, man. Yeah. That's what's
he
going,
got
that's
into a similar situation. He was fighting with a bunch of rich kids in North Atlanta, the North Atlanta suburbs, the richest neighborhood in Cherokee County, Georgia. And he was fighting with a bunch of boys over a girl. And lucky for him, he didn't wind up dead. He just wound up locked up for a while. But it could have wound up with him being killed. And, we as parents, we have to do a better job in informing our children about who they should and shouldn't hang out with, because.
So the sheriff department found Nolan's body. They said it was no foul play. Oh yeah, he just got tired and decided to take a nap in the water. Now they better off saying it's a shark attack, because at least that shark will be held accountable.
There is no way in hell that young man decided to go for a swim by himself on that island on 4th of July weekend.
I agree.
The island's packed with people. It would be hard to even find a way to go for a swim by yourself alone.
Now think about that. We just said the island is packed with people. It would be hard to even find a way to go swimming by yourself. You can't. The island is packed with people. In the same token, you're gonna ask, and then I mean, you gotta, well, how the hell did he drown without nobody seeing him, or whoever did it to him? How was that not seen? You know what I mean? Either way, no matter what, the boy did not leave the island. You know what I mean? Either way, I think he was underwater when everybody was leaving the island. I think that boy was already long gone underwater. So just like you can say, you know, hey man, how can he go swimming by himself? It was too many people out there. He would have drowned. People would have saw it. Same thing for if people have been getting beat the fuck up and choked out in the water and thrown in the water. I think people would have saw that shit too. So you gotta ask yourself, you gotta keep 100. Whatever happened to him, nobody seems to have saw shit. Whatever it was, whether somebody did it to him or whether he drowned on his own, it seems nobody saw shit. But you would think if somebody did this to him, whether he was beat up or he was having some kind of attack, overdose, and I mean everybody watched him drown, you would think somebody would see something, no matter how it played out. A nigga going underwater and not coming back up. If it's a bunch of people on the island or in the water, you would think that damn somebody saw something, man. So the whole shit is just weird how nobody saw anything, nothing. Like, I mean, damn, nobody saw nothing. When every boat left, nobody saw him. When every boat left the island, he had to have been dead already. Y'all smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody. Yeah, so it's crazy to say what people witnessed and didn't witness, because it seemed like nobody seen shit, no matter whether he was killed or drowned, whether it was foul play or not. Nobody saw shit.
On that island on 4th of July, it's just a little spit of land. But there is no fucking way in hell that young black man on an island full of white people decided to sneak off by himself and go for a swim alone in water over his head or anywhere near over his head.
I agree.
You understand what I'm saying?
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. He's like something straight out the trailer park. Yeah, I agree with you on that. There's no way. He just went out by himself. There's people everywhere out there. He just swam that far out by himself and just drowned. That don't make sense, man. It just don't make sense, man. You know what I mean? Nobody's seen him. He just, I mean, what could have happened, man? Did somebody push him off a boat? Did he fall off the boat? You know what I mean? Was he trying to come back to a boat and the boat was driving off and nobody seen him? That don't make sense either. That's the biggest mystery, man, is how did nobody see this? Y'all abuse that like button at this point, man. Don't even smash that bitch. I mean, stomp on that motherfucker, man. Smash the like button. Stomp the like button. Put some color in my check, gang. Go into the platform.
Happen. And an accidental drowning is the only way that young man could be dead and it not be murder. And there's no fucking way he went swimming by himself, that he left the group and everybody that could possibly see or hear him and decided to go for a swim.
Key questions remain. Why did Nolan's friends leave him on the island? If he drowned, it is reported that he knew how to swim. So how and why would he be in the water alone? And why would he ever be alone and not seen by others if he's being reported to be a 6'1" young black man on an island of majority non-black people? On Tuesday, the local coroner's office would end up confirming that the body found has been verified to be that of Nolan's after matching dental records. Now, family and friends and investigators are currently on standby to hear back from autopsy results to help further answer those important questions. Let's talk about it more. Comments below. Do you agree with the suspicion Nolan's grandfather has now raised after his grandson would be found on this remote island days after going missing? Reporting live from Ibis Club, for Hype Plus News, I'm John Abba.
Salute, gang. Salute, Toya. Don't try to run my show, gang. Don't try to run
Reporting live.
Yeah, I had that coming up next anyway, gang. Don't try to run my show. It is, let me see, Current maybe. John Dope said maybe it was the Current. Do anybody believe it was the Current? There's still some John Dope that we still feel like somebody would see. You know what I mean? Strong tie come in, strong Current. Get to pulling them back. Somebody would see. I mean, he could yell for help. He's a big, strong athlete, 6'1", 180. You know what I mean? He'd be waving his arms in the air. Like you would think that, you know what I mean? You would think that even if it was like the strong Current or something snatched them up and took them out, you would think that somebody would have still witnessed this. There's people everywhere out there, man. It's people everywhere on goddamn old Horn Island. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Let me go here. Let's go here. Let's go here, man. Let's go here. This is, you know what I mean? This is what let me see. Hold on. Where is the fucking video at, man? Here we go. This is what a lot of y'all been telling me about, man. Is that, you know, one of his friends actually spoke out. One of Nolan Wells' friends, it says Nolan Wells' friend speaks up. All claims are alleged. Okay, y'all know we don't like that alleged shit over here, gang. We don't like that alleged. Is this one of his friends for real? Toy, have y'all identified this friend online yet? Is this which friend? Is this a real friend? Have y'all identified this friend? I heard this earlier. I've seen this a couple of times on a couple of different blog sites on Instagram, and I was hearing this. They're saying this is one of Xavier Wells' friends speaking out, kind of speaking on, on the kids that Xavier was, that Nolan Xavier Wells was with. Smash that like button and salute to everybody in the building, gang. Let's check this out.
Is known that he was with. I know that friend group that he was with is known for, I don't know if I can say this substance, but they're known for doing a certain substance. And, some of us who have spoke to Nolan prior to the island date, we know that they were known for doing that substance. Another thing that we believe is, what if they peer pressured him into doing something? And again, with the mixture of alcohol and...
This is allegedly, y'all. This is allegedly. And Jesus just giving us his synopsis of what he feels. So allegedly, Jesus.
So this is one of his friends named Jesus. Is this his real name, or is this a fake name? Yeah, like who is Jesus? Is Jesus one of his real? Has anybody done real research on Jesus? Is this a real person we're hearing from, or is this just some internet bullshit from a blogger? Y'all know I don't trust bloggers or people. You know what I mean? Like, is Jesus a real? If he is, then that's cool. If he's legit, then that's cool. But Jesus is saying that the white boys are known for doing cocaine. Okay. Let's get honest for a second here. Let's get honest. Let's get honest for a second here, man. Let's get honest for a minute. If you tell me that the white boys are known for doing cocaine, and he been hanging out with them white boys for a long time, it might sound like he's a part of the group that also does cocaine. I'm hearing about this peer pressure shit, but I'm gonna bring y'all back to reality and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I hear that shit. You know what I mean? But if you ain't doing something, you ain't doing it. You know what I'm talking about? Come on, man. If you ain't snowed no powder, you ain't snowed no fucking powder. That's not what's going on here. You know what I mean? So if this group is known for doing cocaine, I mean, was he doing cocaine too? Did he indulge every now and then in the powder? Did he indulge in that white girl every now and then? That Britney Spears, that Punky Brewster? It is. Yeah, man. Yeah, was he indulging in the Punky Brewster? I mean, if these was his partners, these his homies, these are guys he hang out with all the time. He's a part of the friend group. They all together. Yeah. Was he on that Blossom? Come on, I'm naming a number of old shows, nigga. Punky Brewster, Blossom, Small Wonder. Goddamn, Clarissa Explains It All. Was he on that white girl? I mean, they say these guys are his friends. They say they all hang out. They've been kicking it for years. So he's saying that, oh man, that group of guys that he hangs out with, they've been known for the cocaine. Well, damn, it seems like these his dogs, these his partners, these his road buddies and shit. He rock with these niggas for a while, since middle school, high school. He don't do coke too? Talk to me, gang. You know what I mean? Let's talk about how life really works here. Not saying that, he was on cocaine. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, if they're going to say with the guys that, he hang out with, they're known for doing cocaine. Well, shit, he sound like he's a part of the crew, man. He sound like he down with it. Sound like they all been rocking for a long time. Not saying he was on coke. Not saying none of them was on cocaine. But if that's going to be the storyline, that it was drugs being used out there amongst his crew. He with these guys. They came together. The drugs was brought from home to the island. Somebody brought the drug. If this is even fucking true, if it's even some cocaine involved, autopsy report will be out soon. Toxicology report, we'll find out everything. But if it's some booger sugar, some cocaine, some Walter White, some unstepped on, some pure Columbia involved, because I bet white people get the best shit. I bet they get the best shit. I bet they got that pure. They dealer ain't no joke. Straight essay. Man, yeah, you gotta ask yourself, man. Shout out to Jay Renee, man. Salute to Jay Renee. Man, salute to Jay Renee, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? Somebody tell some Lynn Bias type shit, man. I seen that Lynn Bias documentary. Man, you got me fucked up. People be online making fun of me all the time. They've been saying I was on cocaine since I came to the internet. Then people start seeing me how I talk, and every day, that nigga just how I act, nigga, just who I am, bitch ass nigga. I don't know goddamn cocaine. Ever since I seen the Lynn Bias shit back when I was a young nigga, hell no, nigga, I don't fuck with no perks, no pills, no cocaine, nigga, nothing, nigga, fentanyl, nigga, and no, anything they used to put fentanyl in, hell no. I'm starting to get sketchy about this bullshit trash ass bud out here, man. Yeah, I'm even starting to get sketchy about this trash ass bud that's been floating around lately, man. Everything been looking purple, man. I don't fuck with Oklahoma. I need to shout to the gas gods, my nigga. Shout out to the gas gods. It is shout out to the gas guys. I'm even getting sketchy about the goddamn the Zion no more. Niggas, you know what I mean? Everybody smoking that bullshit be depressed, sad, and get, man, come on, man. The Zion. These drugs ain't the same as they was from the 90s and early 2000s. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Not that I was doing drugs in the 90s, or even I wasn't smoking no weed. I can't tell you about shit in the 90s, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, be skeptical of everything these days, man. But either way, like I was saying, man, this is his friend right here, man. His friend is saying that, the white boys he hung around was known for the goddamn cocaine. Let's get back to this game. Hold on, let me see. Let's get back to this game. Let's get back to this. Let's get back to this.
Pressured him into doing something, and again with the mixture of alcohol and
this is allegedly, y'all. This is allegedly, and Jesus just giving us his synopsis of what he feels. So allegedly, Jesus, you got to remember when you're getting on these panels, you got to say allegedly because somebody will try to wrap you up.
Allegedly coming from his friend group that knows him very well. I'm talking about teammates that played with him, went to school with him, and folks that see him every weekend. Allegedly, we believe that maybe something just didn't go the way they wanted it to. Maybe they were trying to have a little bit too much fun, and it was just a mistake that they covered up. But I know for a fact that that friend group that they were with is known for a certain substance. So it does not surprise me whatsoever. And I'm almost certainly confident, allegedly, that there was that substance on that boat. I know we won't know till the body gets tested and all that, but, it's what makes sense to me. I don't believe he tried to swim back to the island or anything like that.
But where is the crime at, gang? Y'all break the crime down to me, y'all. If we find out that he got drugs in his system, man, what is that? That's not, y'all. I'm telling you, gang. Because this is how crazy it's going to be. If it comes back that he has drugs in his system, let's say he got Molly in his system, you dig? How many of y'all done played with that Molly before? You know what I mean? Put a one in the chat. You done been on some Molly or some ecstasy. You know what I mean? Put a one if you've been on Molly or ecstasy. Because y'all, you know how it feels to be on Molly. Who thinks that, if they find that Molly, that ecstasy, that cocaine, that this is going to be a criminal investigation? Then I don't think so. I think they're going to say that, yeah, these teenagers are out here doing drugs or drinking, whatever they were doing. And this one right here might have drowned. He might have jumped in the water and didn't make it back. It's been several times where kids are out doing drugs and drinking, underage kids, and something crazy happens. That don't mean that every kid get arrested. On top of that, if you didn't check their blood or they pissed then that night, then, that kind of evidence is now gone. You can't go. I mean, we can't go test them now. You know what I mean, for some shit 4 or 5 days ago. So if you do find drugs in the system or anything in the system, how is that going to help this case? That's not going to do jack rabbit shit for this case. I mean, then you got to go test the other kids. If they got it in their system, they can always just lie and say, "Yeah, I just did some coke for the first time last night, motherfucker. This shit been stressing me the fuck out. I had to hit a line. I had to hit a line or two." So I mean, if they find drugs in the system, I don't think that spells murder investigation. I don't think nobody's going to be arrested for that. You know what I mean? If they just find that he was on cocaine, if they find that he had an overdose, do you start investigating? Do you start maybe trying to look for who the dealer is? Who did y'all get this shit from? Would it be in a high profile case? Maybe you want to give his parents some kind of, you know what I mean? I mean, some kind of just, you know what I mean? Just anything, man. At this point, just give people anything, man. We got to find out who sold them this shit. Was that what it's gonna come to? Is who sold it to them? Because the other kids are not gonna get in trouble for that. They gonna say, who brought the goddamn cocaine? They all gonna swear up and down it wasn't them. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Remember, they're on an island with several people, man. How we know Katie didn't have the cocaine? Yeah, how we know old Katie innocent ass didn't pull up with the cocaine? Fresh blow. Yeah. Goddamn Ziploc full of goddamn blow. That snow. Yeah, that Jeezy. You know what I mean? That Rick James, nigga. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we don't know. So drugs being found in the system, well, that's not gonna really do, and I don't see what that's gonna really do besides just show the boy was on drugs that day. Who was he taking them with? We don't really know. That's something we can't get to the bottom of anymore because we didn't drug test everybody. We didn't get blood samples from everybody that day. You know what I'm saying? Lynn Bias, but OD 2 days after draft night. Just let's go to drugs, real shit, fam. Shout out to Slim Zoe, man. Yeah, that's a crazy story, the Lynn Bias story, man. First round, first pick for the Boston Celtics, man. Never touched the fucking court, man. That's crazy. Yeah, that Lynn Bias, man. I wasn't fucking around with that Lynn Bias. Nigga got me fucked up, nigga. But Nolan Wells, man. Nolan Wells. If they find drugs in the system, like his friend here is saying, what will that do for this investigation, man? You know what I mean? It's just gonna say he had drugs in his system. That's it. The day that this happened, all that's gonna prove is that Nolan Wells had drugs in his system. That's it. It's gonna be left just like that. He was known for. We thought he was a perfect kid, good kid. Which I mean, he can still be a good kid. But now all they're gonna put some dirt in the nigga name. That's all that's gonna do is put dirt on his name, drag him through the mud. Now he's gonna be known as a kid that drowned because he was on cocaine, on drugs. Everybody gonna say, well, the white boys must have gave it to him, but there ain't gonna be no proof of where the cocaine really came from. It's a bunch of people on the island. There's over probably 200 people out there, 300 people out there. Nobody ever know who brought the cocaine, who all was on the cocaine. That one, unless somebody just come out and get the ratting and telling and cooperating like a motherfucker, that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen, gang. All that's gonna do is shit on that young man's name. Yeah, I mean, all that's gonna do is put dirt on his name, drag his name all through the backyard, all through the trenches, all through the mud. They're just gonna put a bad rap on that young nigga. That's exactly how the media would love to leave it, man. So if they come out and say, man, he drowned, but he most definitely had Molly in his system. He most definitely had, cocaine in his system. Man, they're gonna say, yeah, he was a drug snorting ass nigga who jumped in them waters, man, and drowned, man, on drugs, man. And they can't prove who else was on drugs. Nobody else got a blood test. We don't know where he got it from. The kids gonna say they don't know we have no clue. And that's gonna be the end of the story, man. It's gonna end just like that. Yeah, it's gonna end just like that, man. Smash that like button, gang. Let's hear more from the friend a little bit. Let me hear a little bit more from his friend, man.
And I think that they covered up, but I know.
Hey, did anybody do a background on his friend? What's his friend name? Jose? What's his name? Did anybody do a background check on his friend? Is this friend real, gang? Talk to me, y'all. You're not on like this bullshit, man. Is this friend legit? He sound like he on a blogger channel, man. Is this kid legit? A lot of bloggers will get people and say, hey, say you're this person. But then again, I mean, he sound believable. I ain't gonna lie, he sound like he's really passionate about it and kind of scared a little bit as well. He sounds serious.
The fact that friend group that they were with is known for a certain substance. So it does not surprise me whatsoever. And I'm almost certainly confident, allegedly, that there was that substance on that boat. I know we won't know till the body gets tested and all that, but, you know, it's what makes sense to me. I don't believe he tried to swim back to the island or anything like that. There's just a lot of things that doesn't make sense. Why did they leave him in the first place? Why didn't they make sure he had a ride home? If that was me and my friend group that I typically hang out with, I mean, Nolan, yes, was in that, but if it was me and my 4 close friends, I'm not leaving that island until I leave with my friend.
So, man, an update in the story of Nolan Wells, man, and we have
yeah, this shit ain't making no sense, man, to me, man. Yeah. He said them white boys known for doing cocaine. I believe him. I believe him. A lot of white boys are known for doing cocaine, man. The white boys always have the best drugs, man. I remember some white boys who had some serve so crazy, man. I mean, oh, man. These white boys had a stash of that drink, man. I'm talking, I couldn't believe it, man. White boy, I think they went to SMU, man. Yeah, I mean, had a little vault, little safe in they got them dorm room, man. They did a little code in the safe and shit, man. And I'm there with Lil Flip. This is back in the day. We there to do a show for the school, and some of the white boy was telling Flip about this, you know what I mean, about this drink. And man, this is like, man, they showed us, we couldn't believe them white boy got their hands on some drugs. What the fuck? Where y'all get this shit from? I mean, they had some drink, fam. I'm talking about nigga, bruh. Hey, they had some drink. I'm talking about, I was like, where the fuck did these white boys get this motherfucking serve from? They had some drink. They had the real deal, nigga. Yeah. They had that real Texas tea, man. Yeah. Yeah, nigga, they had that real act, fam. They had that real activist, my nigga. Yeah, they had that. If you from Texas, man, they had that real act, man. They had that real deal act. And we couldn't believe it. Like, what the fuck? Rich ass little white kids, man. So was it some drugs involved? I'm pretty sure it was, man. I'm pretty sure it was. I mean, I'm positive there was some drugs there. You know what I mean? Little white kids, man. It's summer right now, man. We know everybody getting fucked up during the summertime, man. White boys going to the beach and shit, drinking beers and shit. They probably did drop a few tabs and shit. Throw back a couple fucking pills or whatever, man. Don't tell them what the fuck they had their hands on, man. You know what I mean? So you got to also think about that too, man. You know, was it just a bunch of fucking drug use, man? Was Nolan Wells and his friends at the beach kind of getting fucked up, man? Y'all, some of the coolest kids get fucked up. Don't think athletes don't get fucked up. Yes, athletes get fucked up too during the summertime. Whether you got a test coming up or not, every Saturday night, 4th of July too. Ooh, that's a special day to get fucked up. You know what I mean? You might just get a little fucked up that night. So if they find drugs in his system, we're gonna know that, yeah, he was getting fucked up and them white boys was getting fucked up with him. And it's gonna, you know what I mean? Is that what happened? Because some people feel like, hey, man, they were all doing drugs. The white boys seen him. You know, the white boys seen him, you know, losing his shit or whatever. They kind of, I mean, do y'all think the white boy just watched them drown? Like, talk to me, gang. What do y'all think happened to Nolan Wells, gang, at this point? Because we done broke down everything. We didn't heard from goddamn Ben Crump. We didn't heard from damn 300 goddamn media, different websites and channels and news stations. We even brought a special guest on the show last night. She gave us her theory about this shit, man. What do y'all think happened to Nolan Wells? With everything we done broke down, with all the information we have, I'm talking about now, what do y'all really think happened to Nolan Wells, man? I want to hear from y'all tonight, gang. I really want to hear from y'all tonight, man. I want to hear from y'all tonight like a motherfucker, fam. What do y'all think happened to Nolan Wells? I'm finna pin this link in the chat right now. If you coming up here, gang, I'm not bringing a lot of people at one time. I'm gonna talk to y'all one at a time. Land your plane with me. Don't start trying to talk more than me and shit. And you'll be all right. Yeah, you'll survive the night. You will survive. You will survive the night. Let me see. Let me pin that. Did I pin the right one? Did I pin the right goddamn? Somebody let me know in the chat if I pinned the right goddamn message, man. Okay, I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. All right, did I pin the right message? Let me know in the chat if I pinned the right message, man. Shout out to Slim Zoe, man. Salute to Slim Zoe, man. Shout out to everybody that's donating to the platform, gang. This shit might go down like Kendrick Johnson. R.I.P. Shout out to Slim Zoe, man. Salute to my nigga Slim Zoe. Let me see. I put that link in the chat, gang. I did put the link in the chat. I want to hear from y'all tonight, gang. Come with something good, gang. Tell me, what do y'all think happened to 18-year-old Nolan Wells, man? With all the information we have so far, the autopsy should be out tomorrow for Mississippi. I'm thinking the state should put their autopsy results out tomorrow. If not, we know for a fact Ben Crump finna come with his results from his independent investigation. He had an independent autopsy done, and he finna drop, he finna put his findings out there this goddamn Friday. So it's finna go down, my nigga. Oh yeah, like I said, right now I'm trying to figure out, was the crime committed or not? What really happened? We're not hearing much from nobody. Of course, rest in peace to Nolan Wells. He can't tell us what the fuck happened. He's no longer with us. The friends ain't doing no talking. The parents done had everything shut the fuck down. We just hearing little snippets and rumors and this and that. What do y'all think happened to 18-year-old Nolan Wells, man? Is it foul play, or did the kid just accidentally drown? You know what I mean? Was he on drugs and kind of got to swimming a little bit and went underwater? And you know what I mean? Were they all on drugs? Did somebody beat him up and beat him and throw him in the water? Or like my guest from last night said, was he real, fucked up on drugs? They took him back to the house. He died there. They then snuck his body back to Horn Island, put him on a boat, took him back to the island, dropped him off and threw his ass in the water, got back on a boat, went back to Horn Island and got, and then came back and told people, what happened to him. Tell me, what do y'all think happened? Don't be afraid. Hit that link, goddammit. It's in the chat, gang. I pinned that. Is that the link that's pinned? Somebody tell me right now. Did I pin the link in the chat right now? What do y'all think happened, smart asses? Yeah, pull up and come tell me what you think happened, goddammit. Don't be afraid now, man. If you watch it, I don't care where the fuck you at right now. I don't care what city, what state. If you, man, pull up right now and tell me, what do you think happened to Nolan Wells? Because the autopsy comes out on Friday. I don't want you niggas saying, Sco, I told you. Nah, nigga, come tell me, fam. Don't say you told me shit in that chat. I watched the chat. I'm reading what y'all saying. But nigga, pull up and let the people know. I want to hear your voices, gang. You don't got to cut your camera on. If that's the link that I pinned in the chat, y'all, hit the link that's pinned at the very top of the chat, man. Enter the studio. Make sure you at least cut your microphone on and pull up backstage. I want to chop it up with you, gang. What do y'all think happened to Nolan Wells? Don't come up here saying, I don't know, fam. Give me, no. Tell me what you think happened. Out of everything you done heard, after everything we done broke down, everything y'all done did y'all own independent research. So y'all been doing your own independent research online. We come over here just to break down what we all been seeing and hearing and talking about. But y'all doing y'all own independent research. Y'all watching the news. Y'all judging this shit. What do y'all think happened to 18-year-old Nolan Wells, man? Was he murdered? Or did the boy just simply drown? Not simply, but did the boy, tragically, drown in the lake and nobody seen him go under, man? His body washed up a day and a half later. What do y'all think happened, man? Oh, nobody got shit to say? So nobody ain't got shit to say. Oh, you niggas quiet now. Oh, everybody's quiet. What happened? Talk to me. What happened? Did Nolan Wells drown? Or was Nolan Wells, did somebody do something to him, man? Do y'all think he was murdered? Did Nolan Wells drown? Do y'all think he was murdered? Talk to me, gang. Did he drown, or do y'all believe he was murdered? Let me see something real quick, gang. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see something. Toy, and this is from the judge, right? Right, Toy. This is from the judge, right? No, this is not. Who is this from? This is from. Who is it? This is from. Let me see. Warren was interviewed by Jack. So yeah, this is from the judge. This is from Warren. This is from Warren's mom. Or who is this from? This is from Warren's mom, right? I think his mom and the judge put a statement out. That's the stepmom, the judge. All right, man. And of course, the judge, let me see. The judge said, no one in our family is trying in any way to impede with the investigation by law enforcement or to otherwise hamper the family and law enforcement's quest for answers. Warren was interviewed by the Jackson County Sheriff's Department and cooperated fully. He saw Nolan last around 3 p.m. on July 4th. They left around 4:30 p.m. when the boat was taking on water, and they had an issue with the with the bilge or the bilge pump Nolan made a decision to stay on the island and return inland later with another group of friends. Yes, I am a judge. Okay, I also value transparency. I apologize if anyone is offended that I deleted my social media. There were no nefarious motivations in my deleting my social media. Social media has a lot of positives, but a whole lot of negatives. We live in a world of clickbaiting, sad but true. My family is hopeful that this information will help to redirect the attention to the Wells family, their grief and their need for their community support. So I guess she's saying that they don't got nothing to do with this whole shit, man. I guess she's saying, I mean, they delete their Instagram because they don't want no problems. They don't want no issues. We're not trying to really explain shit, but we ain't got nothing to hide. My son fully cooperated with the Jackson Sheriff Police Department. And I mean, who was that? Well, let me see. The Jackson County Sheriff Department. She say her Warren fully cooperated. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Salute, gang. I was reading. I think I seen somebody backstage. If you backstage, you can pull back up now. I seen somebody backstage, man. I saw somebody backstage, man. How do y'all feel, gang? How do y'all feel about this, gang? Talk to me. Talk to me about this situation. Let me see. Let's go to the other interview that Ben Crump did, man. Because Ben Crump did another interview, man. Let's check it with Ben Crump.
From where you sit, what are the biggest unanswered questions so far about this case?
Obviously, the biggest question is what happened to Nolan Wells. I think the reason this case has caught such fire is because they see the pictures, they see the video, and they're saying, hold on, you're trying to tell us just accept this an accident and sweep it under the rug? His mother, Christine, his father, Elmo, say, no, they will not allow that to happen. His friends, his community. I mean, he was a good kid. He was beloved. He was a college athlete. He had everything going for him. And so to go on that island for 4th of July celebration and then not to come back is what is concerning everybody, especially when you hear the contradictions.
And you're conducting your own investigation. How will that differ from what the authorities are doing?
Well, one thing, we're trying to be very transparent because the family has some concerns about the state of Mississippi doing an investigation of the death of a young Black man where young white students may be looked at as having some culpability. So the family is concerned about that. So we're going to have an independent autopsy. We have investigators talking to witnesses that have no alignment or no allegiance to the state. And that's important, Lindsay. When you think about Mississippi and the history of Mississippi, you know, this is the state where Emmett Till was lynched.
Just from where you sit, what are the biggest unanswered questions so far about this case?
Obviously, the biggest question.
Ben Crump is saying, hey, man, in Mississippi, we can't trust shit, man. We Black folks. These are Black parents, man. They Black son, you know, came up missing for a whole day or two. And, you know, he was with a group of white kids, man. The white kids all made it home safe, man. Fuck that. We got to investigate this, man. Something ain't right, man. You know what I mean? They knew that, I mean, his phone was on the boat still, or somebody had his phone. One of the friends had his phone. You know what I mean? Took the phone home with him. You didn't think that, you know what I mean, to look for this dude, man? Who did y'all really think he was with? Was it all just a big misunderstanding? Did they think that, hell, goddamn me, Nolan was getting in the car with somebody else or on a boat with somebody else? He was going back with somebody else. What did they think? All his mom said, Warren's mom said, was the judge said, was that he fully cooperated. What did he tell the authorities? We don't know. But, it don't sound like right now like they investigating these kids like criminals at all. It don't sound like it. You know, we're not hearing nothing in the media that's saying something ain't right or this and that, or, you know, one of the kids might be an arrest made soon. They have a lead. We're not hearing shit like that. This is not being talked about as a criminal case at all. God damn it. They're not saying shit like that. They're saying, hey, so far we're hearing that, you know, from far as what the police has done on their end, as far as investigating and talking to witnesses and this and that and the other, that they don't see, you know what I mean? Remember, the body has been recovered. They've had the body in custody for about 2-3 days now. We don't hear anything about a criminal investigation being launched. We don't hear anything about a murder investigation. The autopsy should be out tomorrow, I'm thinking, but Ben Crump's autopsy will be out for show on Friday. So I'm sure he'll do a press conference. You didn't remember, it's going to be a whole press conference situation. So we're going to sit down and listen to brother Ben Crump on his press conference break down to us what's going on and what was the results of that independent private autopsy that he's getting done by his team, man. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a hell of a Friday. And if if Mississippi drop their results tomorrow, it's gonna be a hell of a Thursday. Because everybody want to know, man. Like I said, I'm just waiting on the autopsy report. That's it from both sides. Fuck it. Let's see both of them. Fuck it. You know what I mean? At this point, like I said, we're not gonna hear from the white boys that was with them. We're not gonna hear from them. Their parents have shut shit down. One of the moms is the fucking judge. You know damn well they let them boys say shit. Don't say nothing far as to the public, to the media, to the you know what I mean. Talk to the police or whatever. Like she said, maybe they spoke to the police, but nah, don't do no interviews. Don't jump on no. Let me catch you over on Just Sit on the Skull on some bullshit, nigga. If I be done brought one ass over here in a heartbeat. You better be glad you turned that goddamn social media off. I would be in your inbox. Yeah. Better be glad you cut that motherfucker off, nigga. I'll be in your goddamn inbox, nigga. I'm trying to get you over here, fam. I got 500 right now. I got, you know what I mean? I got 5 for the roll the dice with that 5 too, nigga. I'm gonna turn that 5 into a 10 piece, nigga. I'm gonna turn that 5. I'm gonna turn that into 1 million views on you, bitch ass nigga. Yeah, don't let me get in your inbox. I'm trying to get your ass over here. Man, said like button gang. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Like I said, either way, no matter how this situation plays out, Cali Blue salute. No matter how this situation play out, it's sad, man. Like I said, to know that young man died in that dark, nasty ass water by itself all night, man. Was in that shit for like what 2 nights in a row in that water like that, man. You know what I mean? Just alone like that. That's heartbreaking, man. You feel like I said, I got a son, man. I got a young son. My son 20 years old, man. I got a daughter 23. At the end of the day, man, it's the last call we want to get, man, is our kids is missing. They didn't make it back home. You know, with boys, everybody kind of tend to take it easier. If this was a girl, man, I think they would have noticed immediately. If it's a girl, people take situation with women more different. We look at the kids and women way more. Sometimes with a young man, people might just look the other way and think, okay, well, I guess he going over there. Or I guess he gonna make it back home this way. Or I guess a nigga catch an Uber or catch the bus. Or I don't know. I mean, that shit. I hear from the nigga when I hear from the nigga. We don't never look at men that's really missing until they just really can't be found. And he's a young 18-year-old athlete in shape and shit like that. As girls, y'all might go to the club with each other and make sure that we all together and girl don't drink too much and this and that. With dudes, we a little more looser with it and shit. Nigga say on his way home he can drive, he good. Leave me the fuck alone, nigga. I'm arguing with my bitch right now. All right, leave that nigga fuck alone, man. Let him do what he doing. You know what I mean? We men. You gotta be every man is responsible for making it back home. But in this situation right here, man, it sounded like he was long gone before everybody left. He was dead underneath everybody. He was underneath one of the damn boats, dead. Smash that like button, gang. Cali Dre, what's good, my boy?
Cali Dre, the building family, what's good, man?
What's good, man? What's good, bro? Talk to me, fam. I mean, be honest, Cali Dre.
Oh, shit, really I can't hear you, bro. I think you muted or something. Can you hear me?
Nigga, I'm not muted, fam. You just can't hear me.
I'm gonna drop down and drop back. I can't even hear you.
Okay, bet. Yeah, y'all hear me right? As long as y'all can hear me right. Cali Drake couldn't hear me, man. Call back in, fam. Yeah, I gotta hear this, man. What do y'all think happened to this dude? I want to hear from everybody. I would love to hear from y'all, gang. I see what y'all type in the chat. I'm reading it, but it's different when you pull up and tell me that shit, man. I want to hear this shit, man. I want to be able to, you know what I mean, talk to you. I mean, I know, we come to this story where I feel like we caught up to we know everything. We're caught up, especially y'all in my chat. I feel like if there's anything I need to know, y'all fill me in. I think over here on this platform, we are very aware of what's really going on and what we're really waiting on. I think we understand. I think we're a little different from the rest of these shows, man. I think we understand. Like, we live in reality. Everybody else kind of just live in a world where whatever they say, they want that to be right. We live in a world where it's like, okay, we're gonna wait to see what the fuck is really going on. We're gonna break it down as as it comes out. We're not gonna jump the gun, just put some shit that's not there. We just not gonna put some shit there that's not there. That's not how we roll over here, gang. We want the real. We want the truth. We don't want that bullshit, man. Smash the like button, man. Cali Dre, what's good, my brother?
What's good, family? Can you hear me now?
I hear you, bro. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. All right, check it out. This what I think is gonna happen, man. This is what I think happened, man. It sounds to me from everything that I'm hearing, just taking in all the facts I can piece together. If these was his friends from high school, man, and it sounds like it was some kind of argument going on out there, and the fact that they had his phone and he didn't have his phone. I mean, all those things are major red flags to me. You was talking about catching the Uber and all that shit, but how you gonna call an Uber if you ain't got your phone? You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'll be thinking about, bro. Like,
that's too real.
You know what I mean? If you feel me? So that's how I'm thinking about the shit. It's just like if they was his partners from high school, they not gonna dip.
But
they shouldn't dip on him. You know what I mean?
Cali Drake.
And they took his phone.
Oh, but Kelly, just think about it, bro. Okay, now tell me this, bro. Now I hear you saying that. Okay. Now what does that add up to, bro? We got to get this nigga in the water. We got to, now let's paint the murder picture. Now I hear what you're saying. You saying no, as far as leaving him, having his phone, not knowing if he got back home or not. Okay, that sounds like some punk ass friends, but that doesn't. But that doesn't spell murder yet. Take me to the murder. Take me to how they responsible for him being in the water. That's what I'm trying to hear from people tonight. Put them in the seat of him. They show me how they left him in that water.
To say that they actually put him there is not enough evidence to do that. But it's enough circumstantial evidence to say that their actions are very suspicious. And there is no reason why they would have had his phone unless some type of altercation had happened. I mean, okay, because look, if they picked the phone up off the boat, then you'd be like, oh, where the homie at? Here's his phone. Maybe I should go get it to him.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so that's where the dots don't connect. Them having that phone, in my opinion, is a very major red flag.
Okay.
There's no real explanation for that.
Okay. Toy, jump in there, Toy. What's good, gang? Jump in there, Toy.
Salute, go, hey, gang.
Salute. Talk to me, gang.
I'm just getting off work, but hold on. So the thing is, the reason why I feel like it's like they are responsible for real, like mama, the judge, the stepmama judge, she should have kept her fucking mouth closed because her whole official statement, part of her official statement is contradictory to what the story is already. She said that they seen him at 3. The last time that anybody seen them, any of the boys seen them, was at like 3:30 or something. And then the boys left they were getting ready to leave at like 4:30 or some shit like that, right? And she said the boys said that when they seen Nolan at 4:30, that he wasn't ready to leave yet. So how can you see somebody at the last time you seen somebody was at 3, but then you say he said at 4:30 he wasn't ready to go? You get what I'm saying? So that part right there, if the truth don't never change, and if they telling the truth, the timeline would still be adding up, but it don't add. The mom just put a statement out that don't match what was already being said.
Okay,
and then
me. Hold on, Toy. Hold on, Toy. Can you hear me?
Yes,
can you hear
me? I can hear you.
Okay, I want to ask you this though. Okay, I hear you with the timeline. I hear you with the mama don't seem like she got things on point from her statement, what she said, which we know she wasn't there, so she going off what her sons are saying, of course. With all that, tell me, how do they kill him though? You know what I mean? Like I get I get the stories and shit. I mean, I want to get to this murder. I want to get to the part where where he's in this water and they responsible in some kind of way for this. I get the stories and this ain't adding up and they left him and he had his phone, but how does he die out there? What happened? What role do they play in the murder of this boy?
Okay, so with the everybody remembers him being with Katie. You get what I'm saying? Everybody remember that's what their story is. The boys that was supposed to be his ride back, their story is that they last seen him with Katie. To me, I feel like the foul play came in because one of they bitch asses got jealous about him being, flirtatious or whatever. He probably got some head from Katie on the beach or something. You ain't no telling, but I think on that ride back to the shore, he didn't make it back. Somehow a fight broke out on that damn boat and his ass went over and nobody had the guts to jump in there and try to save him. That's why I think something tragic happened. I think it was a fight on that boat on the way back over Katie and he went over and nobody jumped in to get him. You get what I'm saying? That's why his phone is still on the boat. That's why his keys were still on the boat. That's just what I think. That's not none of that what I just said is confirmed, but that's just what I think.
I get what you're saying. You saying you think that this thing happened on him, but then that's the case. They remember last night, old girl came with her and said that he did get back on the boat. Remember we were saying, but nobody seen him get back on the boat though. Nobody seen him going back. You know what I mean? Leaving Horn Island. There was no witnesses that said he ever made it back on the boat to leave. But now you putting him back on the boat, but saying a fight broke out and he was probably threw off the boat. Is he dead when he went off the boat? Is he hurt? He can swim. So when he go off the boat, break this fight down the boat to me. Is he dead when he hit the water? Do somebody hit him with a weapon? Do they shoot him? How do you think? Do you think about his body go? If somebody just push you off a boat, you could probably swim a little bit. Not so you can swim the whole way.
They said the current at the peak of where that Horn Island is, the current is really, really bad around there. Like you can be the greatest swimmer, but can't swim out that current. So I don't know if
and
you got
we saw
back
what
on
happened
the
to Malcolm.
boat or not.
And we seen what happened to Malcolm Jamal Warner too. So that, you know what I mean? You're right.
I don't know if he got back on the boat or not, but if he did, that's what I just think. At some point, I believe they got into a fight over that girl Katie, and
no, that's not bad. Hey, look, that's not bad, man. What Toya said ain't bad, because Toya said I put him back on the boat, and I think that's where he doesn't make it back to the island. Because people say they never seen him back or make it back to the shore. I mean, back to the shore. Yeah, I mean that's not a bad thing. That's not. Yeah, I didn't think you would be able to. That was good. That was pretty decent.
That was good. That was good.
That was pretty decent. That was pretty decent. I didn't think you better cook like that. You know what I mean? Because I'm most definitely trying to stomp y'all tonight. I'm trying to make y'all feel like, damn, you're right. Let's get to the action of it. What happened? You know what I mean, when it comes to him being in that water, what role do they play? Because we know about this the he say, she say, the statement has been put out. What happened? What didn't happen? But what about him going in that overboard into that water? Was he alive? Was he dead? Let me see, Flacco. You in the building, Flacco?
Yo, they murdered that little boy, man. You feel me? 100%. And here's why I think they murdered him, man. So they try to present themselves that, yo, we left him on an island. Man, they ain't leave that boy on that island, bro, because they say, yo, we left him talking to Katie. Katie said, hell nah. He told me we had to cut our conversation short because he was going back on the boat with his homies. So he definitely left the Katie conversation, and here's how we know, like, he left Katie was because they say, yo, the last time we seen him was at 3. That's because they left around 4:30, according to Ashley Cole, which is the judge, which is like Warren's mama. So they said the last time we seen him at 3, but that don't make sense because if the last time you seen him at 3, but you said, like, you came to him and said, hey, bro, we about to go. You want to come? He says, nah, I'm staying. You wouldn't say that and then stay an additional hour and 30 minutes. That doesn't make sense. And then also, like, too, and they said, yo, we had to leave abruptly because the boat was malfunctioning. Well, if you told him, hey, bro, we got to leave abruptly at 3 because the boat was malfunctioning, right, and it was taking water, then you wouldn't say that at 3 and then stay an additional hour and 30 minutes as the boat is like overflowing, right? That don't make sense, right? So clearly and obviously, like, that lie of, nah, the last time we seen him was 3 because, again, Javon Williams, his best friend, also said, yo, the last time I seen him was around 4. So they deliberately said, nah, the last time we seen him was hour before, because the last time Javon seen him was about 4 p.m. The last time Katie seen him was about 4 p.m. They left at 4:30 p.m. So that falls right in line with, oh, nah, he left Katie, went back on that boat. It also makes sense because his phone was left in the boat, and his mama said, bruh, my son got like the attachment issues when it comes to, like, that phone, bruh. Ain't no way in hell my son is leaving that phone for hours.
Right.
He's on an island. That shit does not make sense at all. So
true. I agree with that. I for sure agree with that.
Right? So my theory is, cool, he got back on that boat. Some type of argument took place. He went over because, again, like the currents was really, 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 really high. Right?
Hold on.
Is that Flacco?
Yeah, Poetic Flacco. You agree with Toy?
Yay!
Poetic Flacco. Yes.
Okay. Flacco agree with you.
Yes, right?
Yeah,
right.
Back on the boat.
Right. And here's why too as well, right? Right. And here's why too as well. So if you listen to the Benjamin Crump and Don Lemon interview tonight, and they said, yo, when the parents retrieved the phone from the friends, they seen some shit had gotten deleted from within the phone. Hold on, bro. How a dead man is deleting shit now too? I don't think them kids is not savvy enough to where they would delete some shit and then leave it in a recently deleted. I believe that they already got rid of a bunch of shit, and the stuff that they seen left and recently deleted, that's some shit where bro, mom's outside, we rushing, fucking da. But then too is this: how are you able to get into a dead man's phone with Face ID?
Right. That's what
that
can
only means if you got access to the body. Meaning this, bruh. Yo, that Face ID, nigga, He died. Pull out the phone, Face ID, open up the phone. Now guess what? You get unrestricted access now to again delete all the evidence because why wouldn't they mention the altercation? I can't hear you. I think you're on mute. Or does my phone probably? Let me see.
You hear me? You hear me now? Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
I'm about to leave and then come back in because I can't hear you.
All right, man. Shout out to Poetic Flacco, man. I mean, hey, Flacco. I mean, Toya, your story sound. I mean, they saying they believe that he made it back onto the boat, and that's where the shit broke. Everybody getting messed up and saying, "No, he never made it back on the boat and went back to the docks." They said, "No, he actually made it on the boat. The nigga just didn't make it back to the docks." I mean, that's you know what I mean. I just told Toya that was good. Shout to Flacco. He popped out and said the same kind of story, Toya, that you said. Toya, can you hear
to me, the racism shit don't make sense to me. If that's all good friends, you can tell by the pictures. I'm walking through the break room, so it's kind of loud. Hold on. You can tell by the pictures and shit that they was really good friends. But
Toy, you breaking up? Toy, you breaking up? You breaking up? Toy, call back in until you break it up, man. Flacco, you there?
Flacco, yo, yeah, like, yeah. It's for some reason like it's like I hear you. Wait, what the hell, bro? Here, give me a second.
It's Flacco, man. Flacco got that Boost Mobile, man. That's that Boost Mobile, Flacco. Flacco, that's that Boost Mobile, fan. Well, I'm finna say, but I mean, hey, do y'all rock with what Toya is saying? Do y'all rock with what Poetic Flacco is saying? Poetic Flacco and Toya are saying that the scenarios, I mean, a lot of things don't add up, but you know, that fight takes place for sure on that boat on the ride back. Flacco, yeah, go ahead, jump back in there.
Yeah, nah. So also too, brother, like, so yo, bro, like, if something was deleted from out that phone, you feel me? And to me, that's a smoking gun. If the mama's saying, yo, I got that phone and things were deleted. One, if things were deleted, we don't know how much was deleted and how much they got rid of, right? And if an altercation took place, they're lying about the timeline in like which they seen them. They don't mention the altercation taking place, and they go in that phone to delete some shit. At what point do the police say, you know what, bruh, there's some shit here? But though, I've never seen a police force, bro, in more of a rush to close a case like this. Dog, day one, ain't nothing foul about this. We didn't find nothing criminal, right? It's a closed case. He drowned, which is why you're Benjamin Crump, bro. I'm so proud of him. That man said, listen, bro.
Salute the Crump. But jump on this show.
Man, that man said, we don't even trust the autopsy people, bro. We taking it for an independent autopsy to Washington, D.C., bro. As far away from these folks as possible, because think about it for a second, bro. This is a small town. The judge said, yo, I went to high school with Nolan Wells' parents. That means what? The sheriff, the police, they all went to school together, right? They know Ashley Cole probably said, nah, Ashley Cole's boy won't do no shit like that. He's a good boy. They went into this with a biased lens immediately, bruh.
So you feel like, man, at the end of the day, they not looking at these kids as criminals because they all can. That's what we hear. We hear they all, you know what I mean, they connected, this is, you know what I mean, this and that. So you think that that's the reason why there's no criminal investigation, there's no murder investigation talk, because from get-go, from Jump Street, just like I thought, what story, what case was that I brought up? I forgot what case I brought up, man. But you think because of the connection and them being white, you know, kids, this predominantly nice neighborhood.
Yo, listen, bro, also too, right, bro? Right?
Yeah,
bro. Also too is this, bro. Again, bro, if the boat belonged to Wyatt, why the fuck that boat was outside of Ashley Cole's crib, nigga? Right? Again, if the boat belongs to Wyatt, why was it such a pressing matter to bring that boat to the judge's house, man? Right now, again, this is where the allegedly part comes in, because I've seen the interview with I think Nolan Wells' like friend, like the female, and who claims that somebody walked by and seen them cleaning the boat. Somebody said that they seen you feel me, like the friends at dinner, and they said they weren't out looking because like they already is suspecting them of doing something.
I did hear that. I heard that.
Yeah, right. Right, bro, Finn, bro, like, bro, people don't.
Flacco, do you think that's true? Or who the fuck heard that? Like, who seen him at dinner and they were like, we ain't searching, man. Fuck that nigga. They already we ain't fucking.
Man,
Who do you
bro,
think heard
listen,
this
bro.
shit?
Bro, listen, bro. I'll be real, bro. I grew up in North Dakota, homie. Like, I am all too familiar with scenarios like this, yo, right? Where is a group of white friends and that one black friend, right? And like, bro, like, and like it gets so cold, yo, that the one black guy in a group of white dudes discriminates against other black guys because he want to be the only nigga in the friend group. So, bro, like I am very aware of friend dynamics like this, and trust me, bro, they ain't never his friends. They friends. He just coming around because he just, you feel me? Like he like the little pet or something. You feel me? Right? Like you feel me? Right? Like they never listen. They ain't never friends with the black guy. So like this narrative of oh my god they were friends for a long time. Hell nah.
Hold on. So you don't think that they say they was friends since high school? You think they was playing Nolan the whole time? Like he was always like the token black guy, but they kind of throw racist jokes around and there's always some weird energy towards him. That type shit.
Fan, listen, bro. There's always a token nigga in every white friend group in these small towns. Trust me, bro. Listen, bro. I'm from Fargo, North Dakota, right, bro? Like, and the reason why they keep them around is like there's that token black guy who can dance, who is urban, who is hip, and there's some type of cool factor that comes with that. And even the black guy also too, like subconsciously begins to recognize his role, and he begins to kind of like just naturally like fend off other black guys from coming with within the circle because he wants to like be like the cool friend, the tough friend, right? The urban friend, right? So, bro, they were never his friend, man. Now, bro, like, bro, people don't even like quite like fully understand how powerful a judge is in a small town. Like a small town like that. Again, not New York, not DC. A small town like that. Yeah, a judge yields all the power, homie. That judge having her son involved in it, bruh. What sheriff, what police department do you think is about to fully investigate, especially like in a case like this where it's like 50-50,
right?
And like you can afford to turn a blind eye. What sheriff, what detective is about to go out of his way to do a full-on investigation and like make it uncomfortable for this judge?
Well,
it's not happening, bro.
Okay, we got Ben Crump on the case now, though. Yeah, we got Ben Crump on the case. Ben Crump is doing a private autopsy, his own independent autopsy. Do you think that Ben Crump's autopsy will turn up something? Because if they try to, if they playing games and they connected and this, that, and the other shit, do you think Ben Crump can, stepping in, taking over this situation? Do you think that his autopsy can show something different?
Well, no, right? Because like, bro, like the autopsy is gonna play in favor of the police and the judge, and here's why, right? If we're saying there was an argument and they pushed him and like overboard, and then occurrence took him, what would an autopsy show?
Right. True that. Yeah. True that. That's true. Yeah. That's what I want to get to right there. Yeah. That's what I want to get to right there. Yeah. That's true. That's what I want to hear right there. That's the type of shit I want to hear all night. Let's get to the physical part of it. Let's find out, how did he get in this water? Will he be beat up when they find his body? And if not, what will be said then? And that's what you can say. Maybe they got into a fight. The boat is moving. They throw his ass over. Will it be some witnesses to this though? Like, should it be any witness? Let me go to Toya real quick. Toya, you in the building?
Yes, go here.
Toya, should it be some witnesses to this shit though, Toya? If a fight breaks out in this boat, the boats are leaving. I don't know if everybody's leaving at one time. I'm not for sure, but should it be any witnesses to this situation?
That whole video with them arguing before they was on the boat, everybody that's standing out there is witnesses to that fight before they got on the boat. You know what I mean? Everybody out there is witnesses too that it was a situation with that friend group right there. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that could have led on back to the boat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, now y'all cooking, man. Like now y'all see, now this shit is starting, you know what I mean? Now y'all cooking. Shout out to Poetic Flacco in the building, man. Shout out to Scope.
Yo, also too, though, let's be fair here though. Listen, man. Like, shout out to Benjamin Crump, man. Man, I ain't never seen Benjamin Crump solve no cases, nigga. Right? But the Benjamin Crump gonna come and get the bag for them white folks, though. Right? But I ain't never seen Crump come in and do no excellent investigating. You feel me? Nah, bro. Crump gonna come in and get the bag, bro. Which I can probably see them like who can they sue? You feel me? What? You feel me? Like the people who run the island, but the island is owned by who? You feel me? Right? Like right? Like maybe like what? Like a sue like the kids, but I just don't see it, right? Like, because like those are all like 18, 19, 20-year-olds who were like broke college students, right? So like I guess I just don't see like who Crump can come in and sue. And you feel me? And like I've never seen Crump kind of like come in and just do some excellent investigation and actually like uncover some shit. It's always been like put pressure on the local police department to like it actually work, you know?
I mean, did you see that one of his autopsies though? You know, another case in Mississippi you seen where the little 1-year-old baby was shot in the Walmart parking lot, right? You know what I mean? He came in that situation. He did a private autopsy and they actually found out some information that kind of made everybody like, oh shit, they went lying. You know, they made it seem like the baby was shot because the car was coming straight at him. Turns out the baby was shot from the side because they were actually shooting the car from the side. So Ben Crump been putting his work in a little bit lately, fam. He been that private autopsy just actually put some work in. But can he do it in this case right here? Can he strike gold twice with a private autopsy, man? But like you said, if the autopsy comes back and say he drowned, you know what I mean? That's all it says. That doesn't still eliminate foul play.
But even then, Sco, like even if they find like bumps and bruises on his body, they could dismiss that as, you know, animals in the ocean. I mean, you know, that's the Gulf of Mexico. So it's sharks, it's all kinds of stuff, it's rocks. They can excuse that away as, you know, he was in the ocean for 24 hours or whatever, however many hours he was in there. They could excuse that away. And in this type of case, it's not what you know. Like we can all know that they did some bullshit. You can know it, but what can you prove? I don't see them being able to prove too much if the autopsy come back that he just drowned. It gotta be some like cuts. His throat gotta be cut. Some gotta be drastic on his body for them to say it was foul play, you know.
Right. I agree. And and that's what we're waiting on. Like I said, the state, I'm not for sure if their autopsy is coming out tomorrow, but I know for a fact Ben Crump says his autopsy is coming out this goddamn Friday. Poetic Flocko, I seen you covered this shit earlier, fam. So you believe foul. You believe this is pure foul.
Yeah, of course, man. Yo, bro, who's that? Yo, who's the boy, man? Yo, I forgot his name. He was found rolled up in the mat.
Oh yeah, what's his name? Chat. What's the dude name who's found?
His name?
Kenneth Johnson or something like that.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I believe it's Kenneth Johnson. There we go. Well, the kid y'all just rolled up in the mat.
Kendrick Johnson.
Yeah, Kendrick, I think is yeah, right. Yeah, nah, but bro, that case to me was like the most open shut. Man, they murdered that boy. But guess what? The two sons was like the sons of the sheriff in town, and they were the ones investigating this. And they was you feel me? And they was like having an altercation with the kid earlier in the day. So like this was like clearly a murder, but they got away with it because again their daddy is the sheriff. I see this ending like that.
Flocko, you know that the family just opened up another like $10 billion lawsuit against them because they found evidence that it was high-powered judges and lawyers helping to cover up his case. Like they just opened a lawsuit for him again this year.
Man, hey, listen, man, they wasting their time, bro. Feel me? Like, listen, bro. Like, look, right? Look, if they can't even get like an indictment or any charges on anyone, like, what you about to sue for? Right? Like, you feel me? Like, if you can't even say, yo, okay, and he killed like my son.
You breaking up something? Hold on, my bad. Hold on, let me see something. Yeah, say something now. Say something. Unmute your mic, bro. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Toy, jump in there, Toy, jump.
He started chopping up real bad, but the kid. I think the reason why it is
my phone dying, so I'm gonna be back. Okay.
No, I fixed his mic. Yeah, I fixed his mic though, man. You good, Toy? What you saying, Toy? Go ahead. What you saying, Toy?
I think the reason why he said what you gonna sue for, I feel like it's good to sue again. Like whatever evidence that they just found, that get brought up in this civil suit that can create more evidence that can get somebody the fuck locked up. You know what I mean? It can, you know, more shit can come out to where this happened, and these people need to be charged. We found this out through the civil suit, you know. So I don't know.
Man, yeah, I mean, so you,
I think it's a good idea. I don't think they're gonna get $10 billion though, but I think it's a good idea to expose whatever you found. Can you hear me?
yeah, I hear you, but who do you blame for this story? Who did you say you blame again?
The Kendrick Johnson case. He was talking about that Kendrick Johnson case where that boy got found rolled up in the mat. I think the kids, the kids, it was some kids, some white boys. But like he said, they parents was high profile in their town, and it got covered up, swept up under the rug. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
man. I mean, yeah, these are small little towns, man. This is this is the dirty South. This is Mississippi on top of that in this case right here. So, like I said, I'm not ruling nothing out, gang. I'm not. But I'm glad, I'm glad that y'all got to the part. I'm glad you and Flacco. I'm glad that y'all, and man, you broke it down first. You came first. You know what I mean? You said that, maybe they got back on the boat, but they never made it back. You know what I mean? Never made it back to the docks. And you know what I mean? If that's how this thing plays, I think this shit finna drag on even further than what we think. This gonna forever be a mystery, right? They ain't gonna never leave these white boys the fuck alone. They figure the George Zimmerman treatment, which didn't happen to him, but as far as everybody pointing the finger, I think that this year, I think that with the boy mama be the judge, and a lot of people saying this is a small town in Mississippi. I think a lot of people gonna feel like, no, this shit is forever being covered up. I think a lot of people are gonna say, "No, man, it's this. No matter what they say on this autopsy report, when this autopsy come out, this ain't finna solve shit." I thought maybe the autopsy would come out and it's gonna give us the smoking gun.
That's gonna be another small town, like one of them small town mysteries.
Yeah, it is, man. It's gonna be forever a goddamn mystery, man. Forever, gang. I'm telling you, I can feel it now. Like I said, I thought the autopsy come out, but then I think about it that no. Yeah, I mean, if he was pushed over, just throughout the boat, and that's what made him, and he drowned, and that nobody say nothing, take his phone back with him. I mean, did that happen? I mean, we don't know, but that shit, I mean, we don't know it didn't happen. You hear me? That's where I'm at. Like, we don't know it happened, but at the same time, we don't know it didn't happen.
It's holes in their story. I was just sitting there thinking while you was talking. I got a screenshot of a person that had posted when the mama asked for pictures. Somebody had posted and said at 7:30 when we came back, we was parked next to them. So how did y'all leave at the island at 4 and y'all didn't make it back until 7:30? You know what I mean? Y'all didn't make it back until 7:30. It's that somebody time stamped and posted a picture of them saying we made it back to the dock and they parked next to us. So why did it take y'all that long? It's only a 20-30 minute ride from the island to land.
Right. No,
that's another thing. I just thought of that while we was up here.
No,
so, yeah.
It's so many Toya is right. It's so many different scenarios. It's so many holes in stories. There's so many things that people feel like just don't add up. We haven't heard the kids' statements or heard what they told the police yet. We just see the parents kind of, getting in position to protect these kids. You know what I mean? Just getting in position to put brick walls up and say, you know what I mean? Don't do that. You can't do this. Can't, you know what I mean? Like, put out your social medias. Do this. Do that. It's already a brick wall. But attorneys been brought on board and shit like that. We see a lot of. You know what I mean? Like they positioning themselves for some shit. And like I said, Toy, in the McKenzie case, you know about that story too, right? Little McKenzie girl.
The one that ran into that brick wall.
Right. You see, the first thing her parents did was lawyer it up. You know what I mean? They knew what it was, and they knew her ass was guilty. So in this case right here, y'all, I think right now, man, I think on this platform right here, I think we all just waiting on these results so it can move us forward towards, to the next step of this shit, man. But we didn't heard it all. We didn't seen it all. We all understand that. Hey, something ain't right, man. You don't just leave your partner out there, man. You know what I mean? Like, whether he can swim or not, man. Like, y'all wasn't looking for him, bro. Y'all took his phone with y'all, man. And you didn't think, man, let me get my partner his phone before we leave, man. You did, like, you know what I mean? Like, look, let me go holler at goddamn Nolan real quick. Somebody, or give it to her. Where's Nolan at? You would think that they would have thought more about him, man. To get left out there like that and everybody just go home is a spit in the face to his parents, to the people that love him, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, damn, he went with y'all went home and shit like that, and this nigga out here dead in the water. Yeah, man. And nobody that's not gonna sit well with no mother and father, man. Wouldn't be if it was my son, God forbid. I'm just saying I have a son, so I can kind of identify with these parents. Having a young man, you got you want to you hope make it home safe every night. You too, Toya.
Yeah.
That's your worst nightmare, man. So if I can
seriously.
identify with them, man, it's
That's why
the
these
worst ever, man.
that's why these stories hit so that's why y'all see me be so emotional about these stories, because I do have a son that play football. I do have good kids. And it always be the ones that be like, damn, that's a good kid, man. You know what I mean? So that should be passionate to me. And I just put myself in their shoes. Like, man, if it was my kid, I would want somebody to speak out for me, like, because this shit is fucked up for real. And they might get away with it. And that's where racism come into play in the system. You know what I mean? The crime itself, was it a racist crime? I don't think so. It wasn't a crime driven by racism. Racism come into play where you got lawyers and judges and everybody coming to protect the crime that was committed against this black boy, because they don't give a fuck. It's about their kid.
Real shit, man. And I guess that's why I'm not gonna say I guess that's why the public and especially a lot of black people, the black community feel like, man, no, we gotta keep our eyes on this shit, man. Don't let it die down. Don't let it be quiet. Because if the mama wouldn't have got to doing what she was doing, you feel me, posting them photos and letting the world know, this shit might have got swept under the rug. We might never heard Nolan goddamn you know what I mean? We would never heard Nolan ass at all. We would never heard of Nolan if his mama wouldn't have made noise about this, man. So, shout out to his mom. Rest in peace to him, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells. Y'all 18 years old. Sad story, man. You did. Shout out to everybody that popped out tonight, man. Shout out to Kelly.
Salute to you, so I'm finna drop down.
Salute to Skull Gang. Shout out to Poetic Flacco. Why y'all was scared to pop out and then Poetic Flacco popped out, man.
Flacco popped out, man. That's dope as fuck for me, man. Salute to Poetic Flacco.
Look at Toya saying off fanned out. If you don't get your mother saying off fanned out, salute to Poetic Flacco, man. Cool nigga, dope content, man. I fuck with his content for sure, man. Salute to Poetic Flacco for popping out tonight, man. And that nigga passionate about that shit. I seen he did a video earlier, man. Yeah, he feel like this shit is a cover up. Them white boys are fucking guilty. Yeah, man. It's, you know what I mean? He Poetic Flacco faked some shit in the game. But shout out to everybody that popped out. Goddamn Toya. Shout out to Poetic Flacco. Salute to everybody that popped out tonight, gang. Like I said, we waiting on that goddamn autopsy report, gang. We waiting on that autopsy report, man. That's what we waiting on, gang. That's what we waiting on, fam. You did. From there, we can then, you know what I mean? From there, we got to get that, though, man. Whether it's from the state, whether it's from being Crump, we waiting on them pieces. There will be new statements, I'm sure, and things that come out online. We're going to look over those things, but we are waiting on the autopsy results. Like I said, from both parties, we waiting on the autopsy results, and we can then move on from there, gang. But that's what we waiting on. We're going to go live like a motherfucker, gang. I'm going to be lighting up some gas, and we're going to be talking that shit about what the fuck is going on. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Y'all know what time it is. It's most definitely Big Skull Gang, or No Gang, or Don't Bang. Remember, we don't break the news. We just break the news down, man. Rest in peace. Shout out to Trey, man. Trey 601. Shout out to Trey, man. The kid who got slaughtered in Taylorville, Mississippi. They feed him to the pigs. Been covered up and ran off with them folks. Man, shout out to Trey. Trey, you got to send me a story on that, fam. Y'all follow me on Instagram, man. Sko_network, man. Sko_network. Shout out to Scooter, man. It is. Shout out to Scooter, man. You thought I forgot about your Scooter, man. Shout out to Scooter, man. Shout out to What's Up PD, man. Salute to What's Up PD, man. Salute to What's Up PD. Shout out to Scooter, man. Shout out to Trey 601. Salute to everybody that donate to the platform tonight, gang. Can't do this shit without the gang, man. We'll be back though. We'll be back tomorrow night to break some more of this down, man. Anything y'all see in the media, man, put it in my inbox, gang. Let's break it down. I know a lot of y'all sent me things on Instagram and Facebook tonight. I'm gonna go sit down, go through a lot of it. Might show it on the next episode. So always send me videos, y'all. Sko_network on Instagram, y'all. Go subscribe to the channel, gang. Follow me on Instagram, man. Follow me on Facebook, Chris space Pettie on Facebook, gang. Chris Petty on Facebook, man. Follow me on everything, gang. Follow me on everything, man. Either way, gang. Rest in peace to Nolan. I'm gonna tell you this, gang. I ain't gonna lie. I got the butterflies in my stomach waiting on this autopsy, gang. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I am hyped, just worked up over this shit, man. I just gotta know what happened, man. You know what I mean? Is it gonna be is the cause of death gonna be just a freak accident, or is they gonna say, nah, man, something happened? You know what I mean? Will we find out? Nah, man. When he went in that throat, in that water, that boy's throat was cut. His fucking neck was broke. His goddamn collarbone was shattered. His goddamn rib cage was fucked up. His goddamn lung was collapsed. What we gonna find out, gang? Smash that like button, man. Smash that like button. I want to know what the fuck happened, man. I don't give a damn if his foot was broke. We need to find out, man. I don't give a fucking nigga toe was broke. What happened before he went in that goddamn water, man? Was it just a simple freak accident? Nothing simple about it, but was it an accident? Was they on some drugs or drinking too much and he swam off a little bit and caught some current? Because just like they say, just like Toya was saying and Poetic Flocko was saying that, you know, if they threw him off the boat, he could have went in the tide and drowned, but that won't say nothing on the autopsy besides he drowned. That's it. And what do you do from there? You know what I mean? So whether he drowned on his own or somebody just pushed him in the water, it's just going to say he drowned. Whether he got drugs in his system or not. You know what I mean? If even he got drugs in his system, that's not going to be a murder case. It's going to be, hey, man, he was on drugs, man. We're going to blame it on the drugs. He had drugs and alcohol in the system. We think he swam out a little too far and he drowned. So having drugs in his system and him drowning, that won't be a murder investigation. That's going to be a freak accident. They're going to claim that. So remember that, gang. Either way, y'all, we'll be back tomorrow night, man. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Y'all know what time it is. Lola Shebang, salute, gang. Shout out to Emily in the building, too, man. Ebo Brown, salute, fam. Shout out to Jovan. Shout out to It's Not You, It's Me. Salute to Namin. Shout out to True Virgo. Shout out to Rod Davis, bitch ass. Salute to everybody in the building. Pretty Games. What's good? Pretty Jim. Shout out to Pretty Gems, man. Let me see. Shout out to Castings, man. Let me see. Ayo, what's good? Ayo, you shout to Yo Black in the building, man. Salute, gang. Let me see who in here, man. Who in here, gang? Who in here? Shout out to Skull Gang, Toya, man. Shout out to Mimi. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Like I said, it's Big Skull Gang, a no gang, a don't bang. 0 times I see you. Amanda, I see you. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Like I said, it's Big Skull Gang, a no gang, a don't bang. Remember, we don't break the news. We just break the news down. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. We'll be back tomorrow night, goddamn it. To the whole gang. I'll see y'all in the building, man. Y'all, it's your boy Justin on the scope. We don't break the news. We just break the news down. It's most definitely Skull Gang, a no gang, a don't bang. Hey, we're gonna stay real over here, man. Big Skull Gang. Salute to everybody that watched this video. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I do live streams all the time.
It's Skull Gang, a no gang, a don't bang. Salute to everybody in the video. Hold on.
I want to say all this real quick, y'all. Go, hey, gang, come on, man. Just be able to go with Big Cartel, y'all. Go to the website, gang. I got everything in every color, gang. We got everything in every single color, gang. Go show me some love. I think you did. Hey, regular gas, man, on a Skull Gang trade. You might not know, gang. Yeah, y'all niggas tell me y'all big smoke in the chat, y'all big blow and shit. But why ain't you ain't got your trade yet, nigga? Why ain't you niggas ain't got your trade yet?
Go to the website and shop with your boy. Just say no to Skull.